Alright then, hello and welcome to another rebuilding video. I was going to do another episode of the Hartlepool United career mode today, but I'm just going to be straight up with you. I cannot be bothered, so I'm not doing it. I apologise if that's what you wanted to see, but I'm not doing it. I don't want to, so I won't. Instead, we're going to be doing a rebuild today, and it's a rebuild that I've been wanting to do for a while. Haven't had the time, haven't really been thinking about doing it, but I've got a bit more time today and it will be rebuilding Nottingham Forest FC. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, obviously, this is the squad we've got right now. There's a couple of changes that are absolutely going to be made. First of all, I'm going to send Navas back to his... I'm going to end all the loans, and we're going to try and build, I think, from the start. Maybe we won't, actually, because a lot of loans would probably not... Never mind, we won't do that. I lied. So, we'll keep Navas about, obviously, for this season. Lodi, Aurier... I mean, it's an okay team. I'm going to switch from the 5-back instantly. If you know me, you know that the 5-back ain't happening. We'll go something like this, maybe, at the moment. Not obviously sticking to it. Niakite not up top. So this is probably what the initial lineup would be. We're obviously going to make some signings. Whether I have an idea. I know exactly how I want first and foremost. But I actually need to think, actually, this could work better. Hold on. Let's just... go like this, I think. And I'm thinking of having Gibbs White go out wide because the big signing I want to make is a cam. And it's going to be built around him the entire rebuild because it's one I've wanted to use for a while in a rebuild. Never really had the team to do it. So we're going to do that, I think. We're going to have... Who have we got? We're going to have the cam here, obviously. Yates, Danilo. I guess we'll drag him back a bit. So that's gonna be like that. Then that's we need a right mid as well, right wing perhaps as well. Who have we got? Brendan Johnson. Why is he even on the bench? What's going on there? So basically, TLDR, we've got quite a good amount of talents, and I don't think we're gonna sell any this year. But there is one I know I want to sign out the gate, and one I will be signing out the gate just to see what I can do with him. So just having a look at what we've got here. Henderson's on loan. Navas is on loan. We could make a permanent move for Keylor Navas. Or for Dean Henderson. That could be moves we make. We're going to have to development plan him as well. There's obviously some great players in here. Some players with a good amount of potential. The one, obviously... I know I said I was going to build it around somebody. Brendan Johnson's going to be another one that gets it built around him. But... First of all, we'll work on Nico Williams. He's going to be good potential. Dragier is out on loan. Larea is out on loan. Aurier's contract expires. There's a couple of players here I'd like to see do well. Another one is Danilo. He doesn't have a face at the moment, but looks quite good. So, I guess the ones with showing great potential is the ones we'll prioritise. Jesse Lingard still here. A couple of these players have that special something. Brennan Johnson showing great potential. Could be a baller for us. I'm hoping to be a baller for us. There's quite a few contract expiries as well. And honestly, I'm not sure about some of these. I think for Chris Wood, we might just send him back to his home club. So before we do, actually, we might as well check what budget we have, because I don't really know what budget we have. 36 mil. Well, 35.5. Now, I'm going to go and sign the one person I want to sign to build this career mode around. It probably isn't a realistic Nottingham Forest signing, but I don't know. I want to use him before FIFA, well, EAFC 24. I want to use him before FIFA 23 runs out, and I want to see how he does in a team like this. But I just need to get this advert away. I don't know why there's an advert. Checking this career mode app to see what it would cost. So it is a man I want to try and use, and whether it makes sense or whether it doesn't, we're going for it. I know he's now at Real Madrid in real life. Exciting prospect. I want to see what he can do, to be honest with you. So let's go in for him. Let's begin negotiations. Now, the career mode app says 6 million, so we're going to go in with 6 and see what they say. They want Ryan Yates and extra money. We're not gonna do a player swap. We'll just say straight 6 again and see what they say. 7, right? How about I meet in the middle? This is a long-term investment, by the way. One player I've really wanted to use in a rebuild. Now, I'll obviously take suggestions. If there are silly suggestions, then of course we won't be able to sign them, like buy Mbappe. We won't be able to do that. But who would we be able to sign is the question. So rotation, probably important to be honest. And release clause. We're not having a release clause because, God forbid, someone snaps that up. We're in trouble. And he wants minimal money. That works for me. You'll have to see it. Arda Güler. He's someone I just wanted to use. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of Forest signings, probably would never go there. But I want to give him a go. I want to see how he can play. Arda Güler. In for only 6.5 million. He's going to be worth a lot more by the end of it. I think that's a great sign. I know it says C, but there's no way we'd have gone for 4.8. So we'll get that, and we'll get him in the team immediately. I know he probably shouldn't start just now, but he's going to, and the rest of the team can cry about it. So, why is he now only showing great potential? What? That's why he was an exciting prospect. Oh, we might stank up the gaff there. Well, we're going to try and push him into the best he can be. Right. So first of all, why is a 7-year contract? Fucking hell. Let's delegate and renew all these. Sure, release clause for Serge Aurier. I'm not gonna cry about it. What is Andre Ayew getting paid? I didn't even know he was here. I know I said I probably wouldn't offload too many players, but I am going to be offloading a couple of players that just won't get involved. No extension, fine, mate. Honestly. And Lingard will probably say no extension as well, which is absolutely A-okay. Oh no, 2 years. And then Cafu for another year. So let's go through and put... I guess it's based on age, really. I want to kind of have the older players at the club. So Hennessy, see you bye. Felipe will stay around for this season. Andre Ayew goes. Callback goes. Kiyate, like him, but he goes. Cook as well, like him, but he goes. Bowley stays for the season. Freuler as well stays for now. Shelvey goes. Cafu goes. Absolutely, Cafu goes. Scarpa, I'd like to see something from. Maybe keep him around for now. Niakate goes. Worrell. Oh, sorry, Niakate stays, I should say. Worrell will stay as well. McKenna, for now, will stay. There's a few that I would like to get rid of. Maybe Sam Surridge, but we'll just keep him for now as a backup option. So what we're going to do, I'm going to development plan everyone that hasn't already hit the potential. He's only going down, so that's fine. To follow, we'll put development plans on, so this could take a little while. Hopefully this rebuild doesn't take too long, because there's actually stuff I need to do today. Like, but if I'm not done 3 seasons by 5 PM, then I will have to probably call it there. Right. Omar Richards. We're going to try and get the best out of everybody that we've got here. But it takes so long to scroll down and go through all development plans. That's the only issue. But I reckon if we put development plans on everybody, then it'll look good. We can't do it on those because they're on loan. Why is it on alphabetical order? Hold on. I suppose it's 50-50. Oh, hiccups. Right, Biancone could be alright. Navas, yeah, right. Worrell. He's one that I remember in earlier FIFA's had such good potential. He's kind of slowed down. Felipe, he's going to just go down. In fact, we're going to Yeah, we'll sell Felipe. We can get somebody better, and I think Renan Lodi. I'd like to maybe sign on the permanent, to be honest, but we'll put him on a defensive drill for now. But I think we could bring him in on a permanent. That'd be a good signing. We'll have to think as well. We've only got a bit of money. Well, I still got about 30 million. I'm presuming the first season we just got to avoid the drop. We'll check that in a second. We'll VAR that. Yates could be decent. Put on an Anchorman. Fucking hell, there's so many. Mighton, I don't know who this kid is. Could be alright. We're going to dip into the youth academy a little bit as well. We're only going to do one youth academy scout though. Christ, I wish it'd be so much easier just doing these. I'm just complaining about doing an actual in-game feature. Don't worry. Don't mind me. Right, ball playing defender. Mangala could be decent. We'll give him a bit of time. Needs a bit of work on his pace though. Jesus Christ, moves like a JCB. Awani is someone I want to see succeed. I don't know what his, or Awani, I don't even pronounce it. I don't know what his potential is, but I know he's been doing cracking in real life right now, so I want to see what he can do out of a season. And we'll change accordingly, but I don't know. And then Gibbs White's another one I want to see succeed, but he will be going to left wing, whether he likes it or not, unfortunately. Would left mid take less time? No, that's fine. We'll put him left wing. It'll eventually work out, I'm sure. I hope. How many more have we got to do? Just Niakate and Henderson. That's fine. Niakate I'd like to keep for at least his first season. We'll go sweeper. And then scroll all the way up to Dean Henderson. I think he might be the long-term goalkeeping investment. Short-term Navas, long-term Hendo. I think would make sense. In terms of signing people out of who we've got on loan, so we've got Navas on loan, Henderson on loan, Lodi on loan. I don't think we're going to sign Navas on a permanent, which makes sense. Chris Wood as well. I'm happy to let him go back to Newcastle, quite honestly, but we'll not waste money on it. So I'm thinking, just for now, we're gonna bring in Renan Lodi. I don't know how much he's going to cost, though. What's the price for Mr. Lod? It's quite a bit. Okay. So we're going to go a little cheeky here, and we'll see what they say. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. How about straight on the valuation, because we do still need a bit of money left over for scouting, etc. We're not going to be doing too much in the first season. I'm going to try and say 19 mil again and see what they say. Right, if you keep yelling at them, they eventually say yes. So we're going for his valuation. That's decent. We'll take that. Let's get the negotiations done then. For Renan Lodi to come to Forest on a permanent deal. Crucial. 4 years, yeah. We'll actually put 5 just to get the maximum out of them. I think signing him now rather than wait until the end of the season when he'll have grown in overall makes a lot more sense. May pay a bit more than we would have liked, but that's fine. We've still got around 11 mil. Renan Lodi in. We're not going to watch every cutscene, man. Like, come on. But Renan Lodi on a permanent now. We're going to get that deal over the line. I feel like that's a smart move. A B rating on that move as well. And he will be a left back in our system. Signed 2 players born in South America. So we need to think of another South American. We could just sign Keylor Navas on a permanent. And that'll get the objective done. But that's stupid. So what we're going to do, right. Let's get off the first day at least. Jesus Christ. Turn off training days. We don't care about training days, which probably doesn't help for these rebuilds. Introductions. Theodore Porter sent us GTN. Visions. We'll do that. We'll look at that in a minute. And then Vilho Leo, apparently, if he's handled well, will be fantastic. So we'll give him the time of day. He is a winger. Of course he is. Everyone's a bloody winger in this game. Now the rest of these guys, not good enough. If you've not got up to 85 potential, then you're not worth it. We'll keep an eye on Villaleo though. Felipe surprised. Callback surprised. Hennessy surprised. And Worrell's the captain. He said hello. Sorry, mate. We've got to do a clear out a little bit. Just to try and get a bit of dosh in. Now, what is the youth scouting looking like? What's the staff? What have we got? We've got a 4-star, 5-star. Have we got any 5-star, 5-stars on the gaff? We do. Matthew Neal. That's a lot of money to spend, but I'm not to spend it. And we'll keep him for now. We're not going to use him. We're going to use Matthew Neal, 5-star, 5-star. Send him around the home, and we'll go for. We'll go for defensive minded. We'll do it for 3 months actually, because I might want to scout somewhere else. So he's away on his scouting network till October. Now let's advance a bit further. Danilo transfer offer, he ain't going nowhere. John Joe Shelvey from Southampton. Try and delegate for a bit more money. 6.6 and no less than 4.9. If they just come out with 4.9, that's fair enough. He's probably not worth much more than that, so we'll do that. Now looking at his team, I think Brennan Johnson at left back is a shout, but I think I also want the players where I put them. I mean, that was a crazy idea. But I think if I put the players where they're meant to be, probably good. If that's actually what we'll do. We'll do this. And we'll bring Guler in. Yates on the bench with Shelvey. Freuler on for Scarp. In fact, Freuler on the pitch. Why is he not on the pitch? We could even maybe get Freuler up a bit higher because he's only 30 rated. Or 30 years old. If he was 30 rated, he wouldn't be here. But it's going to take a while. Yeah, okay, fair enough. 79 is probably his peak, which is okay. It's a solid rate to have in the Premier League. So before we go any further, might as well take a look at our objectives. Probably should have done that at the start. Finish the season with a profit margin of 86 million. You must be off your rocker. Sign 2 players born in South America, maybe, and sign a player to each position in the youth academy, which is fine. Within 2 seasons, have at least 2 players from the youth academy signed in the first season, play at least 30% of the games in the next season. We'll see. Like I said, 2 players born in South America. Finish mid-table, reach around the 16. Okay, right. So those are some tricky objectives. I thought relegation would be the one where you'd have to avoid relegation. Jack Callback for 900,000. Yeah, why not? Cook for 1 point. Yeah, that's fine as well. And then McKenna, I want to keep him around some though. Who have I used as my starting centre backs? Felipe and Worrell. I think I actually want Felipe and Niakite. No offense against Joe Worrell, but he's a little bit less rated than the rest, and he's 52 pace. Felipe, probably, if he does go, we'll swap Worrell in then, but I think we might actually keep on to Felipe, get 1 good season out of him. And Southampton are prepared to pay 5.3 million for John Joe Shelvey. I have realised I did not switch the Premier League teams around. Oh well, what you know. Don't worry, watching Jack Callback's exit. We can just skip past that. A rating, lovely. I don't think we would have got much more for him, so we'll take that. I was going to ask for a mil, but I think they would have said nah. Laughed me out the room. Toffolo. Now, this is an interesting one. Do we want to sell Harry Toffolo? Who have we got? We've got Lodi as the main. We've got Omar Richards. Toffolo can probably boost, to be honest. No offense against him. We're going to try and get a bit more out of him, though. I'm not going to say 4. We're going to say 3. See if we can push it up any further. It's easier to delegate than going through the whole negotiation process. There goes John Joe Shelvey. He exits. Only a good price. There's no way I'm getting 6.7 million for John Joe Shelvey. Steve Cook also leaves with Sassuolo. National management not really arsed at the moment, to be honest, mate. Ryan Yates ain't going nowhere, and Toffolo's deal is just staying at 2.2. Fair enough. That's fine. Alex Mighton loan offer. Probably should loan him out. Can we call what's his face up from the academy? Leo, Vilho Leo, I think his name is. We can call him up. I don't know how good he's going to be, and we're going to wait until he's actually switched to a right winger, and then we're going to loan him out. And there goes Harry Toffolo. They're going to say like a C rating, a D rating. Wow, alright, cool. The Yelmet. Toffolo's gone. Andre Ayew has had an offer from Stuttgart. I don't know how much I can realistically ask for, but we'll go with that. Mighton's loan deal will go through, and then Cafu, we're just going to ask for Mill. Well, 1.2, just be cheeky. Sam Surridge transfer offer. That's absolutely fine, is it? Actually, do you want to keep him around just for this season? My thought is if we don't have enough backup in that striker role. We've got Wood for this season. We've got Awani and Dennis probably starting. Ayew's going to leave. I reckon we keep Sam Surridge about, you know. I don't think he is on the transfer list anyway. No, we'll keep him around just for this season. Try and boost our stocks next season. I think we've made the signings I wanted to make already. I don't think I want to make any more. Cafu sale agreement just under $1 million is fine, and the Ayew sale agreement 3.6 is fine as well. Leo from the cam to right wing spot will go up +2 in his overall. We don't know his potential yet because he's not hit 60 rated, but we'll load him out and see what he can do. The message said if you handle him correctly. I've just insta-called him up and put him out on loan. Kuyate, was he not at Palace before? I'm happy to send him back, but for a bit of money, please. I'm probably asking for too much there, actually. But we'll see what they say. Another exit. Alex Mighton out on loan to Anderlecht. I'm giving most of these guys a chance in the first season, unless they're over 30, in which case they're getting sold. Andre Ayew leaving the club now. I can't remember where it said he went. Stuttgart is the location. The ASL. B rating there. Not too shabby. And Bianconi will get a loan deal out. And 5.7 is what Palace will pay for Kuyate. We'll take that. Cafu transfer offer. He's not gone to LA Galaxy or LAFC because they couldn't agree. Which is fine. We've got another offer from Royal Union at St. Galois. He might end up there. Surridge, I think, wants the game here. I think we're going to say no to that. So that's going to be a team I think we try for this first preseason game. It's not awful, to be honest. It wins 3-0 against Torino. They've got an injury. Awonyi, Arda Güler, and Brennan Johnson getting the goals. Kuyate exits the club, 5.7 million. It's a smart move and it's a good amount of money. What does that put us up to? Because I have an idea. 33 million. Hold on. Let's just. We're not going to insta do it. We're just going to have a little gander. Thinking of bringing someone back who's been struggling at their other club. He's in Rennes for the first year on loan. But we will keep an eye on him. Just texting, so that's why this one's getting played out. Right, so Bianconi has gone on loan to Frankfurt. And a Leo loan offer from Yalby. Not bad. See what he can do. I don't know if he'll be anything successful, but if we get him going ASAP, then it's his best chance. Against Wolfsburg, then I'm just using the best team because I can't bother switching it about. We lost again. I say we lost again. We lost once. Gibbs White and Johnson with the goals. And then Leo loan agreement is gonna go for it for Mjalby. See what we can do. Joe Worrell transfer offer go away. For his first season, I'm not gonna get rid of any half these players. Excuse me, hiccups. Right, we're against Frankfurt. They've got a good side, and they've also got one of our players. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember who we sold to them, but 1-1. That's not too bad against Frankfurt, to be honest. Especially as they've got Cole Moani. Good striker. I'm not expecting any growth out the gate, but I would like some growth eventually from some of these players. Gibbs White's going to take a little while to get to his position change. Guler already up to 74. In fact, there has been some growth already. I don't know how you check development. Yeah, not too bad. I'm going to try and slow down Keylor Navas' decline as much as I can because we need him to be good this year. At least for this year. We're not going to sign him in on a permanent. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for Henderson on a permanent. And out goes somebody else. Leo on his loan to Mjalby. I'm also getting ideas from a Discord that I'm in, so kind of cheating a little bit, but like, cry about it. Found all I could in Attili. We're not doing the GTN because I don't want to. George Pope, not good enough. Archer. Webster, Gray's got good overall, but ass potential. Sign him and check him, and then Lou Wheeler looks good. So we'll go into YA. And Lou Wheeler, centre back, definitely where he belongs. So let's just get those work rates and everything else up. And then Arthur Gray, 5'7", is a fullback. He's going to be left back though because he's left footed. And out goes, I've lost everyone I'm selling here, Cafu. There's a lot of exits occurring. We're having a little bit of a clear out. C rating, could have got more, but we didn't. Worrell loan offer. Worrell's not going in it right. Let's just fucking get us out of the gate. No more Worrell offers for now. Brendan Johnson is not going anywhere this whole rebuild. So even start. And then we've got our first Prem game coming up against Spurs. Lingard loan offer. You could, mate, forget loan. You could take him on a permanent. But you know what? Fuck it. Have him. See if he does any better out there than he has in here. Didn't have a great season for Forest in real life, unfortunately. Where everyone thought he would. Captaincy for Spurs fixture. It is Ryan Yates, who's been suggested to be captain, which we will do. And Scarpa wants a chance ahead of Danilo. We're not going to be doing that. Because I don't know. I think I need a better formation for Danilo, honestly. So we need wingers. We need wingers, but also a DM. So this is going to be... carries a false 9. What? Yeah, 4-3 holding. Then Guler would push up a bit further. into a cam roll. Foiler we leave about there. Danilo sits in the mid there. Felipe is already going down overall. Aurier stays there. Lodi, that's fine. Right. Dennis on the bench. Bolly on the bench. And that's fine, I think. So first game then against Spurs. I'm not expecting a win, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Have they made any signings yet? They've brought in Eder Militao. All right, cool. They mean business. So let's see what we can do against. There's a fly flying around. Sorry. Against Spurs, we lose 1-0. Harry Kane is still there in game. They had 9. Right, okay, I'm slightly annoyed now. We lost to 9 men. Okay, well, good start. It's only 1-0 to be fair, and it was a loss that we kind of expected to occur. So we're going to sim game by game, obviously, until we get to the end of the January transfer window. And I'm going to sim to the start of October so we can get a new youth scout report going. Jesse Lingard will go out on loan to Werder Bremen for 2 years. Maybe try and do some magic there, I don't know. Probably not, but you never know. Position change option for Arthur Gray. He's now going to go to a left back as he's left footed. And we'll get those work rates up as well. Wondering if I just loan out Louis Wheeler just now. He's not ready. He's not ready for now. We'll keep him just brewing in the academy. Niakate is going nowhere. Dennis is going nowhere. And Danilo is going nowhere. So let's just boom, 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 boom. For now, block them all. I'll unblock them, obviously, but block them for now. Why have they signed Gregoire Defrel? I don't know. Well, whatever. Next game is against Liverpool. I'm confident in this team, you know. I'm not confident that we're going to compete with the top 6 yet, don't get me wrong. But I'm confident that we'll avoid relegation. It's just 2 difficult games to start the season. Should beat Stockport, but it's a Carabao Cup, so if we have a cup upset here, it ain't going to be the end of the world. We won on penalties. I can't believe we took it to penalties. Danilo got sent off. Arda Güler got the goal. Wooten equalised. Awani, Johnson. Güler missed his penalty, but Aurier and Gibbs-White come through. You know what, honestly? I wasn't going to initially do it. I don't know if I can do it. I want to see if I can rescue somebody's career here. Possibly. He's on loan. That's the only reason we can't do it right now. Unless we can just yeah. Can't overwrite the loan. Would like to bring Dele Alli and see what we could have done with him, but it's probably going to be too late by the time the loan ends, which sucks. Right, 2 teams are yet to win. They brought in Eze. Fair enough. Decent team. Looking a bit like Crystal Palace. I don't know who's sent off, but they're going to be replaced. And it's a 3-1. Right, okay. I warned you. You can't miss penalties, mate. Be a lot harder than I thought it was initially. That's okay. I knew it was going to be a challenge. Deadline day. Kane could leave Spurs. Sort of realistic. Dallow's left United. Some rumours for Palestri going to Brest as well. Kane to United still hasn't gone through yet. I don't think it will, probably, but it'll be interesting. John Stones has gone to Real Madrid. Jurriën Timber off to Atletico. Martial off to Aston Villa. Not a bad move, to be fair. Palestri's been linked to Brest the whole fucking window. Or the whole deadline day. It looks like it's not going to go through either. Bamford's got to Hoffenheim. Wan-Bissaka got to Sevilla, but there's only an hour left, so probably won't happen. and that closes out the window. So, not the greatest of starts to the Premier League so far. We're in the relegation zone with Leeds and Southampton at the moment. Let's sim to the start of October and see where we're at. If we lose every single game, I'm going to be pissed, by the way, because the team is good enough to win some of them. Drew to Brighton. I had to itch my leg. Drew to Southampton. Lovely. Lost to Huddersfield, of course. Beat West Ham, though. First win of the season. Should be in a bit of a better spot now. Take a look at the inboxes. Anything changed? We've got Aurier transfer offer. We're not going to sell him this year yet. No. Try him and see. Nah, potential ain't enough. Some of these just won't be enough to get in. Some of these I'm being quite nice about. Bolly's happy to have the game and happy that he inspired us to win. I don't know what he did. Felipe's down to 77 already. Fucking hell. We're out of the relegation zone at least. But yeah, Felipe's down to 77, man. But Goular's already up to 75. Okay. What was I going to do? Check Gibbs White. Has he moved position yet? How long has he got till he's completed his change? 3 weeks. Sweet. Okay. There's also something else I think I needed to check, but I can't remember what it was. So we will advance on for now. Oh yeah, the academy. Shit. Good point. Toby Clarkson, centre back. Put some defensive drills on him. And Jasper Perkins is absolutely centre back. He's 6'3". And he can get his work rates up. Some decent little defenders in the academy growing there. Right. Let's sim up to the start of November. Let's just sim to the Leicester game. Lost to Palace. Of course we did. Why wouldn't we? You know. As long as we don't go down. If we go down, I'm fucking pissed. Right, lads. I'm being serious. Don't fucking be dicks. If we lose to Everton, it's over. You can fuck off. You can absolutely fuck off. There's no way on God's green earth I am losing 4-0 to Everton. There's got to be an injury somewhere, right? What's happened here then? Borrell's very upset. I don't know why. I don't know why. Probably because he's not got enough time on the pitch. But like, what the fuck is up with this team? Why are we not performing? I'm not expecting push the top half. I'm not expecting lose 4-0 to Everton. Who have Everton got? That we're losing 4. Look, why are we losing 4-0? They're in 7th. Fuck off. This isn't realistic at all. We're United 9th. Lovely. Chelsea are 12th. Okay, maybe it's realistic. Henderson appearances. Looking at recalling Dean Henderson from his loan. But he's... I don't understand. Right. Gibbs White gone out to the wing. He's been shit apparently on the wing, so that's great. Great news to hear. But everyone's been playing like shit, so it's not just him. Right. Let's sim up to... Oh, fuck off, man. Let's sim up to December. I'm telling players to fuck off when they probably try to help me. So we're due to Leicester. We're probably gonna lose to Chelsea and United, and then Fulham. I don't know. We'll figure out. I'm gonna get a drink quickly. Right, I need to know if my own mind. Did we beat Fulham? Alright, cool. At least we beat Fulham. Inbox. A Yates transfer offer. International management. Cannot block a bid. Why is he requesting to move away from the club? He's getting plenty of game time. Stop crying. Right, okay. Fuck it, let's just go to January, see where we're at. Probably sacked. Lost to City. We're going to lose most of the games this month. What annoys me as well is that out with... Let's see what we did against Bournemouth. Out with Everton, there's not really been any thrashings. Like, it's been close games. There's not been any... We've been absolutely destroyed. Henderson recalled by Man United. Cry about it. Woodsman will come back by Newcastle. That's absolutely fine. Ryan Yates wants to leave. Newsflash, buddy. I mean, yeah, Felipe is not good enough. He is declining fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoehorn Bowley in there for now. Worrell's very upset. Everyone's very upset. Gibbs White's injured. Do we have anyone on the left that could go there? No. Lovely. Right. We're in a bit of a shit show right now. But we're in January. So, how long is Gibbs White's injury? That's the first thing I need to check. 5 weeks. Right. Let's bring in some depth for that position anyway, I think. So, left wing. That's what we need to bring in now. Try to think, who left wing could we bring in? Just as a bit of depth. Or maybe even someone better than Gibbs White, but we've only got a certain amount of money. How much have we got? 35 milli. So let's see what we can do. Try to get someone kind of young, and we'll scour the Prem. We could go for Zaha, but I feel like he'd probably not help in any way. They signed Amrabat. Fair enough. We need to sign him in real life. Right, where's Zaha? Not at Palace anymore, apparently. Okay, cool. Try to think in terms of teams who... Well, they went down, obviously. We haven't actually promoted them up yet, so... I guess technically we could just try and nab from them. Barnes would be a good signing, but... It costs quite a bit. And it also forced Gibbs White out of the team, which I don't know if I want. Just keep an eye on Harvey Barnes. It would take our whole budget. What about a swap? I think we swap Gibbs White for Barnes, honestly. That could be a shout. Yeah, there's a reason I'm ignoring the fucking offers. It's because I don't want to sell the cunts. Now Worrell wants to leave as well. Alright, mate. You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine. If you don't be here, fuck off. I'm having the morale brought down by idiots. Harvey Barnes, 81 rated. Let's bring him in for Gibbs White. Let's do a little swap deal. They're happy with Gibbs White, but they want a bit more money. How about you take selling clause off? And we'll do that. We'll bring in Harvey Barnes. Obviously, in real life, he's been relegated and he's gone to Newcastle. Was it Newcastle? He's moved clubs. I can't remember if it was Newcastle. That's crucial. That's fine. 5 years. And talk about salary. He's on 77k a week at the moment. What about 50? 55. That's fair. 57 because I've taken the bonus off. We'll accept it. In comes Harvey Barnes. Wasn't initially in the plans. I wanted Gibbs White to work out, but I had Guler come in where he was going to play. Could have 2 cams, I suppose, but in the end, we've gone for Harvey Barnes instead. Number 8. Oh god. If we have a number 7, he's getting it. 8 on a winger is a bit questionable. So where is he in real life? I can't remember. I want to say Newcastle. That's because he is at Newcastle. Got it. Understood. Right, Harvey Barnes, a B rating. He's in for Gibbs White and a bit of money. I'd like to bring in Jed Spence. Bring back Jed Spence, I should say. But I don't know if we will be able to. Dennis wants some game time, which is absolutely fine. If the game gives him it. In fact, actually, where's Dennis? Why is he not on the bench? Oh, he's on the left. Oh, yeah, because he can play on the left, can't he? Well, I brought in Harvey Barnes now, so. do this. We'll do this. How's the stats looking, actually? We'll base it off the stats on who gets what. So in January, Brennan Johnson's got the most. Awani's got 7. Barnes got 3. Gula's been a little bit underwhelming, honestly. If I'm being truthful, but we'll keep him working. We'll keep him going. How the loans looked for, especially for Vilho Leo. He's got up 5. Some of them have gone alright. Some of them not gone alright. Hold on, I've gone the wrong way here. Right, Lingard, no. Lingard was never going to grow, though. O'Brien looks decent. That's fine. Okay, cool. Right. Beat Leeds, please, so my manager rating doesn't go into the bin. I know we're not gonna, but let's beat Leeds, please. Thank you. Brennan Johnson and Guler. It seems to be better when I sim him like this than when I sim him on calendar. But I can't sim him like this every time because it'll just get fucking boring. And out goes Joe Worrell because he was crying like a baby. Would like to have kept him around, but he didn't want to be on the bench, which is fair enough. Nico Williams ain't going nowhere. I've got plans for him. Felipe, what's he crying about now? Alright, mate. Cheers. Thanks for that. I don't really care. Right. Against Chelsea, probably going to lose. What is that team? Vlachodimos in goal, interesting. Hernandez. Okay. That team looks so mishmash, but it's still going to beat us. I know it is because it's Chelsea. Yeah. You just knew that was going to happen. At least we put up a fight against them. So what are we, like, where are we in the league? Probably the question I should be asking. We're in 15th. It's not looking fantastic, Brev. Right. Williams ain't going anywhere. Yates, I would rather not sell, but if it's going to cause issues, we're going to get a good bit of money for him. I would rather keep him around as option, but if he doesn't want to stay around as option, then we won't have him around as option. Some growth for this team has been quite good. Some of them haven't really grown too much. Let's see what we can do against Leicester. Harvey Barnes' former club, 1-1 draw. Take that, take a point. I know the board, just for the record as well, I know the board says the objective is to get mid-table. Mine is just to survive. Let's see what Matthew Neal can do then for the rest of the season. In fact, actually, yeah, we'll put any on because we need one from each position. And we'll do the same with Jacobs. And he can go to Wales. We'll see what we can do for the rest of the season from both those reports, I think. Jacobs and that go wherever they go. And Surridge, I want to keep around, but I don't know how good he's actually going to be. It's just an extra option in case Dennis or Awani gets injured, really. Would like to manage Norway, genuinely, but we just take more time. As much as I'd love to manage Haaland. If we lose to Swindon, I'm ending the rebuild. Right, good. Let's just get ready for us to actually lose. Awani, Freuler, Johnson, and Lodi with the goals. I'm wondering if it's because I'm playing the same 11 each time that this game's getting annoyed, but I'm not tinkering around with the 11 each time. I can't be bothered. 13.4, but for an 8 million market value, that's absolutely fine. Transfer talks end. Never mind, I guess he ain't going. Newcastle looks more or less their usual squad, except they've got Granit Xhaka in and Diogo Jota. Okay. And it's worked for him. He's won him the game. Bastard. Why is he gone to Newcastle? That's weird, that. Right, okay. So what's the dealio now then? Because we don't really have any depth. We've got Mangala. Actually, we've got plenty. We'll be fine. Do we want to bring in anyone though? Because we do have a little bit of cash to splash. 21 million. Problem is, I've realised something. We've not got a goalkeeper for next year. That's fine. We'll get Henderson back in for that. Right. Let's see. And Hennessy hasn't even left. Even I put him on the transfer list. So what do we need? We need a backup winger really. We've not really got any. I guess Dennis, but we've not really got anyone to back up Brendan Johnson. So let's think of a backup winger. I always got the wrong page. Like, who are we raiding this time? I guess Leeds. Hold on. Rogue Shout. Why not? Oh, because he's on loan at Fulham. That's why not. Right. Right wingers. Cheap right wingers. I know he's not technically a right winger, he's a left winger, but I'm thinking if he's still there, why not bring in Sulemana or Diatta or anyone? I mean, honestly, from Southampton, they've got some good players. They've got one striker, and that's Don Ballard. Fucking hell. Right. I'm trying to think based off the relegated sides, to be honest with you. Like relegating in real life kind of thing. What about Jack? Jack Harrison would be a good shout. Or Jorginho. Well, he's not a winger. Jack Harrison could be fun to use as a decent backup. But where are we in the window? We're on deadline day, aren't we? So we can't piss around. We just have to go for one of them. Well, I'll bid for both. We'll go Harrison first. And I'm gonna cheat a little bit here before we make a bid. Phone, could you wake up? Thank you. There we go. Right, let's do a little cheating. Right. Okay. Cool. Yep. I don't need an advert though. I don't. I really don't. The advert, like, right. If we say 10. Will they just storm out? Oh, they'll just accept it. Shit. I probably overpaid. That's fine. Solomana would have been unrealistic anyway. Let's get Harrison in as backup. We'll just do a 4-year deal. Disregard, and he wants plenty of money. He's put. Oh, his squad was important. Bollocks, I didn't see. Right, Jack Harrison in. Just some midfield depth for 10 million. Probably overpaid. Probably could get Sulemana in as well, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, could have. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take a C deal. It's deadline day. We panicked a little. Overspent slightly. Right, where is he? My boy Harrison. I said my boy. He plays for Leeds. Can't really say my boy. I don't like Leeds. We all hate Leeds. Right. Right winger. I'll take 2 weeks. Let's wrap up deadline day then. See if there's any interesting rumours. Barca to Man City for Dembele. McKenna and Yates for transfer offers. Thing is, and excuse me if you can hear me drinking, Porto are willing to pay 13.4 million. So if you're not paying 13.4 million, you're not getting him at this point. I know the deal. I know the level. McKenna's not going anywhere for depth reasons, especially since Worrell went off in a tantrum. Declan Rice to Leverkusen is interesting as well. Yates negotiations break down. That's fine. Again, the price has been set. I don't care if you're going to break it down. If that obviously doesn't go through, he stays here, so that's fine by me. 13.4 million is the benchmark because I said so. McKenna's not going anywhere. We're ignoring any offers I don't want to talk about. So, Declan Rice to Leverkusen moves gone through. Sharawi to Leeds. Aurier's not going anywhere this season. Sanchez to Newcastle. What are they trying to do? Carvajal to Liverpool. Some interesting moves going on. Klosterman to Wolves. Interesting. Carvajal to Liverpool's gone through. They really don't like Trent anymore. Yates negotiations break down. Alright, that's not really my problem, to be honest. Mount to Dortmund. It's a rumour. Probably won't go through in time. Ricky J. Jones has gone to Monza. But yeah, Mount and Dortmund won't go through in time. So before we move on, we'll check the biggest transfers real quick. Top three, and I'll scroll down a little bit. So Harry Kane to Man United actually did go through on deadline day. Florian Wirtz has gone from Leverkusen to Dortmund, and Jude Bellingham has gone from Borussia Dortmund to PSG. So I guess Wirtz is probably a Bellingham replacement. And the reason that Trent isn't starting at Liverpool is because he left for Real Madrid. Here's some of the bigger deals of season one. We'll go down to 50 million because nobody really cares after that. And we'll sim a bit further. We'll go to about March. See what we're saying. We'll go to Brentford game. We'll lose to right. Okay, I'm gonna guess our results on the way. So we're gonna lose to City. We're gonna draw with Villa. We're probably gonna lose, but I'd like to stay positive. We're gonna draw with Villa. We beat Villa. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna beat Palace. Okay, not good at this, am I? United in the cup. We beat them. What? Beat Arsenal. If we lose to West Brom after this. All right, hold on. Hold on. We might be on a cup run here, boys. My job might be secure for at least season one. Drew to Everton, who patterned us earlier in the season. What is going on? Alright, we're at Brentford now. We're in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Little update on everything. Youth player unsettled. Louis Wheeler. We don't want him to go, actually. Bring up now. All his potential's kind of rounded out to be quite awful. Monthly scout report. Little update on this. Anyone special? Do it like this. Griffiths, nah. Brynwood, nah. Charlie Green looks decent. Lloyd Griffith doesn't. Tony Griffin apparently does. Probably high rated already, but his potential doesn't look fantastic. Dylan Wilson, sure. Michael Griffin and Kai Edwards. Now for the English scout report. By the way, I'm trying to get these seasons done in like an hour at a time, so I'm probably going to go over time here a little bit. Right. Why is the list so annoying to do? Why? Also, why do you have to reject everyone? How is this not a good player? Why do you have to reject every single one at a time? There should be a reject all button or an accept all button. Or where you can like select multiple. Alright, develop plans are plenty in a minute. Let's just look for everything else. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Lovely. Now, looking in the Prem, we are in the oh my god, we're in the relegation zone. Shit. Right, okay, that's a problem. But we are also in an FA Cup semi-final against a team we beat in the Prem. I don't think we'll win, don't get me wrong, but we've gone a good run here. We still need to survive relegation, though. And it might not look too good, Brev. Right, Youth Academy. You are a centre-back, which is exactly what it said on the tin. A lot of work on your defensive stats, though. Maybe you're not centre back. I don't know. We're going with probably a CDM actually. No, centre mid. It's quite shit everywhere. Fuck it. We'll just keep him centre back. Griffin's already ready to come up. We'll give him a bit more time to see what his potential rounds out as. But 67 rated out the gate. Smart. We'll get sweeper keepered. Greaves. We'll get a lot of time to figure out what he wants to do. An inverted winger, and then Dylan Wilson right back because we don't play with wing backs. It takes him long as a right back. Okay, oh, because he's left-footed. Right. So we'll sim a bit further. We'll sim till after the Arsenal game. Or we'll sim to the day of the Arsenal game, because it might be good luck if I sim it. I don't know. We lost to West Ham. Lovely. We are in the relegation zone, which is an issue. But we beat Southampton and we should beat Wolves. We should survive. I think we'll survive. Right, more shit to come through. Hennessy transfer offer, we'll figure out next season. Felipe offer withdrawn. More youth scout. Right, realistically, if you're going to offer me transfers outside the window, I'm not going to answer because there is a transfer window for a reason, realistically. Right, the last batch because I think it's the last batch anyway. None of them are that good. Oh, I should have probably accepted him. I'm going to accept him. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Realistically, we're all looking for the best of the best in the youth academy. None of these are any good, apart from maybe him. Potentially him. Alright, cool. Yep. The network's ended there, and we're going to go into the plans here. Wilson goes up to 55, work on his defensive stats, and the new boys will get their shit together as well. This guy's absolutely a winger. Inverted winger. We always go inverted winger because I like them to have good shooting. And in this case, he's not a striker, is he? Is he? Could work on the wing as well. Fuck's sake. We'll put him as a cam. F it. Go different. Now, semi-finals against Arsenal. That's a lot better than what the board expected. Some good growth around the team, to be honest. Let's see what we can do. Against Arsenal in the semi-finals. 2-1 loss. I knew we'd lose. Game's too predictable. Means we can focus on surviving relegation. Also, we got to the semi-finals, so that's big. Especially, I think, as the objective was like quarters or something, wasn't it? Round of 16, exactly. So we're probably fine. There's a couple we haven't done. 15th in the table at the moment. There's still space to climb, so let's just bugger it. Let's go to the end of the season. But let's go to the Leeds game. Oh my god, there's some difficult... Oh, Christ. Spurs, please. Oh, shit. Fulham should be... Okay. We ain't beat Liverpool and we ain't beat United. So well, it probably will come down to the final day. Shit. Right, okay. What's the standings saying? 15th. Okay, we're safe. That's fine. That could have gone wrong. Bournemouth, Leeds, and Brighton. Well, actually, Leeds and Brighton are down. Bournemouth could still save themselves, but we've done enough to stay in the Premier League. Thank God. Right. Okay. Final game of the season against Leeds. We'll probably lose just for, you know, shits and gigs. Even though we got Luke Ayling at... Yeah, right, cool. Draw. Whatever. We survived. That's all that matters. Leeds went down. Makes it even better. So that is the end of season 1, at least. Let's go into the plans. He's gone to a cam. Let's work on him. And... not too shabby then, I think, because we did survive. It wasn't an incredible season by any means, but we haven't been relegated. Top of the table is probably City. It's Spurs. What the fuck? All right. Spurs win the league. United, City, Newcastle have the Champions League spots. Liverpool, Europa League. Arsenal and Chelsea outside the top 5. As we read down, this is how the rest of the table looks. Forest finish 15th. In the relegation zone is Bournemouth, Leeds, Brighton. So there you go. The more you know. Taking a look then at the stats real quick of Season 1. Player stats. Kane, the top scorer for United. Son did well for Spurs. Our top scorers were joint between Awoniyi and Johnson, which is good. We'll take that. No one else in there. Top assister for us was Johnson with 8. And then clean sheets. Keylor Navas, I don't see him on the list. He had 2 clean sheets all season. And obviously he will be exiting back on loan to PSG. So just a quick look at the squad hub then, and we'll take a look at overalls as well. So this is how everyone is looking at the end of season 1. Decent growth from some players. Obviously, it's less decent growth from other players. I would like to have loaned Wheeler out, but it turns out his potential isn't fantastic. So maybe it wasn't the worst idea. Some good growth around about. Not fully what I maybe expected out of every day, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. And we'll keep working on stats then. Most appearances came from Brendan Johnson. He also had the most goals with 26, and Awoniyi with 19. Everyone else chipping in a little bit as well, all the way down to Yates. And then for assists, Rimbo Freuler and Brendan Johnson equal with 9. As I continue to read down, Guler has 8, so not bad opening season for Arda Guler. I'm gonna be like, I'll be respectful to him. I wasn't expecting him to light the world on fire first thing. Right, let's sim to the end and let's see who won which competitions then. I'll go to here. We'll see what the competitions are like. Season 1 was a success in my opinion. Stayed up in the Premier League. I don't think we're good, just for the record, I don't think we're going to do this in one video. I want to make that clear. It's going to have to be probably a two-parter, but that's fine. If we stay in a job, it's probably going to be a two-parter. Financial report, thank you. Felipe, transfer offer, absolutely. Oh, we didn't answer in time. Well, we'll do it next year. Cool. Don't fucking offer me don't offer me transfers in the middle of whatchamacallit. Not a transfer window. So Premier League was one. We know who won that madness. As Spurs win it. United City and Newcastle top four. Bournemouth, Leeds, Brighton relegated. FA Cup was won by Arsenal on penalties over Tottenham after both North London clubs knocked us and Wolves out. Carabao Cup was won by Chelsea as they defeated Newcastle. I believe we got knocked out early to Huddersfield. I do not know which round that was. The third one? Yep. And I've backed out the competitions by accident. So we're moving. We're schmoving here. Right. European International Cup came third. UEFA Super Cup was won by Real Madrid over Frankfurt. The Champions League this year was won by Oh my god, what the fuck? I was about to read it as PSG. Oh my days. United beat Monaco to win the Europa League. What the fuck? I can't believe this. And Kane gets Player of the Month award for United. Obviously, he was the best. He got it for April as well. Top goal scorer, to be fair. Also, yeah, hold on. Where was Haaland? Fourth. Okay, I thought he was like way down. Right, that's going to end season 1. I don't think there's anything I've forgotten. If there has, it's too late now. We'll get to season 2, see what we can do. '15th in the Prem, FA Cup semi-finals, third round of the Carabao. Not a bad season. Still got to the FA Cup semi-finals. I'll take that. We beat like United and Chelsea on the way through, I'm pretty sure, and the board are very happy with us. I'm still in a bit of shock that Spurs did what they did, but also fair play to Spurs for winning the league and Champions League in season 1. Let's take a look then into season 2. Match rescheduled. Are we in a cup competition or something? I don't. No, we won't be in Europe. I can't speak. Right. First of all, contracts. There's quite a few of them. That's an issue. But most of them are for players that won't be sticking around anyway. Bowley needs to go, I think. We need to find... So, right. Let's just sim forward a bit. So, money we get, etc. Right. I want you transfer offer, no. I don't want Yates to go, but he's not going to stick around, is he? So... Let's try and fleece Villa a little bit. We'll go into a negotiation here. Probably going a little too high here, but we'll test the waters. No, not add a sell-on clause, Emery. Pay the money. Pay the piper. It's a... Okay. And that one just going nowhere. What we got then? 58.5 million. Okay, slightly more than last year then. With some offloading, we're going to be having a bit more money than that. So financially, let's look at 1-year contract people, because I will allow just a few of these to go on cut price deals. Horvath is one of them. Smith is another. Bowley is a third. McKenna sticks around, so we'll keep him about. Dragier, yeah, off you go. And Beso, yeah, sure, mate. Foreigner as well. Surridge, we could probably get a better backup in. Felipe, absolutely. He's already on the list. And then Hennessy already is as well. That's fine. Anyone else want to sell here or loan real quick? Let's just look at ratings here because this is how we're going to know. Showing great potential is Vilholeo. Let's put him back on a drill and then load him out again. Louis Wheeler, we're just going to sell. Taylor, I don't even know who you are in a bit, mate. Aguilera, fuck it, we'll try you out on a loan. Hennessy's retiring in the season, okay. Now a loan from my 10 then. See what you can do. He might actually be a good player long term. We're just going to have to keep loaning him and loaning him. Panzo, our loan. Some decent talent here, but they're just not next level, if that makes sense. So what we do really need is another centre-back. We need a starting centre-back. And I've got just the idea for who I'm going to go for there. Ryan Yates. Right, we'll do a little bit of jiggery-pokery with West Ham as well. See what we can get out of them. So as usual, we'll be opening with a 15. Oh. Please counter me, mate. Don't just say it right now. Yates transfer offer. All Ajax. You're not in the Prem, so I'll cut price deal for you. 13. Yeah, no. 13 or you don't get him is what I'm really trying to say. Sweet. Lovely. That was a bit of a cheeky move on my part, but you gotta do what you gotta do, innit? Right. So we'll let some of these offers go through. Renan Lodi transfer offer. Fuck off. Let's think now, figuratively speaking. So centre-back wise, we've got Bowley, Niakite just now. Niakite is fine for a little bit longer. We'll swap them across actually because wrong foot sides and all that. Smith, Harrison is still going to stay as a backup. That's fine. Barnes and Johnson grew well. Awanyi's grown well. Guler, yeah. Probably get one more season at Freuler, but maybe we bring in Mangala. He's grown quite well, you know. Why don't we give him the time of day? Danilo, yes. Lodi, Niakite, Bowley, Aurier. We're going to bring in Nico Williams here, honestly. And we're going to sell Bowley. We're going to need a goalkeeper, which was the main thing. And I know who I'm going for. He's already, here we go, confirmed. He just went back to United for a little bit. Hendo coming in. Or do you reckon we go for something better, actually? No, he's quite good. And his contract's expiring. It's a smart move. We're going to get him on a low ball offer here, I think. I'm going to try... This is very cheeky. Probably will accept it. They want Freuler and a bit of money. Not Freuler. He's good backup for now. So we'll go... Tell you what, Eric. We'll go 16. That's fine with you. Sweet. Lovely. And that gets our goalkeeper sorted. I'd like to bring in Jed Spence as well. But Nico Williams is coming through in leaps and bounds. Important. He'll probably say crucial. And I'll say sure. Contract length, 5 years. We also need a backup goalkeeper, which we'll do in a moment. What wage to offer him? 60? Yep, alright, that's about right. Sweet. He wants a bit more to sign on as well. That's cool. Cut price deal for a new goalkeeper. Dean Henderson makes a permanent switch to Nottingham Forest. You love to see it. A deal. And yeah, fantastic. Fantastic bit of business there. I'd like to bring in Jed Spence. I don't know what the money's like. Is he on contract expiry? It's very artist. I don't know how he would be actually, because that's Mark Spenker link. I didn't pick him, did I? I mean I did, but obviously scrolled 1 to 4. Right. Jed Spence. He's not on contract expiry. I guess they just don't want him. Okay, right. Let's think here. Let's move on. First of all, let's move on Serge Aurier. How about a romantic return for Aurier to Spurs? We bring back Jed Spence here. Alright, fuck it. We'll do that. Jed Spence to come in. Hopefully change his game up. Return to Forest. Aurier going the other way, and 7 mil. They want Jack Harrison and... Right, okay, we're not getting rid of Harrison, so we'll just offer you $1 then. What's if I'm getting spot on the valuation? Or even underneath the valuation. Baha! Fleeced him there. 100k less than what he's worth. Means we can make money off of Aurier as well. Important, he'll swap around with Williams. And he'll be coming back to Forest. Same wage, I guess, is what he's getting, right? 50k. Sweet. We've got under 100k under his valuation, and 1 grand under his wage. Just undercut him so slightly. We're going to allow this one to run through because Jed Spence returned to Forest. Huge part of that Forest team that gained promotion a couple of years ago. And now he is back. Jed Spence, Nottingham Forest, here we go, confirmed. 17.4 million, could have probably got a bit better deal for him. But it's not the end of the world. And that's pretty decent. Did I just say La Raya? I'm pretty sure he needs to be on the bye-bye list, doesn't he? Williams, Dragger. Right. Aurier I'd like to go to. We'll get Jed Spence on a right back. Oh, actually. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. Right, alright. We'll just work on his defensive stats then. He's not going to be a wing back. He's going to be a right back, obviously. But I'm not waiting 38 weeks just to move him a slight amount. So we'll just keep him as his position. And he'll come in here. We'll drop Aurier completely because I want him gonzo. And then Hendo comes in for Horvath. We'll keep Horvath as our backup this season, I think. Unless we want to make a move anywhere for anyone. A lot of these players need to get Gan. Because they won't be sticking around. McKenna to swap with Felipe. I think that's probably us, but we'll see what happens as we continue through the window. Richard's transfer offer. I'd like to keep him around as a backup, so I'm going to say no. Offer now for Dale Taylor, who we will accept. He might be a decent player long term, but we don't really have long term. And if Forna, we'll accept money for him, but we're not doing a swap deal. Say 2.6. Probably is a good amount. No, I don't want any of your fucking shitters. Go away. So how come they can keep spamming me with their players, but when I'm doing a negotiation I can't keep spamming them with my players? Alright, fine. It's not that his fee was too high, it's that you just couldn't afford him and you went for it and you fucked it. Sorry, Aurier. Nothing against you, mate. You're just getting old. Pan's on a year loan deal. That's absolutely fine. He can go to Leeds, do that. Sam Surridge has reached his potential, which means it's probably time for him to make his move, which he already will be doing. Which also means we probably need another striker. Which is okay for now. We'll leave it for now. And that's the move for Ryan Yates, finally going through to Ajax. Probably could have got a bit more money for him, but nobody else wanted to pay more money for him. Actually, no, 30.2 was the highest. Fair enough then. Done well. Pat on the back for myself. And this is a loan deal, I believe, for Panzo. Yeah. Alright. He goes to Leeds for the year. Who's this? I didn't even know we were selling anymore. Oh yeah, Dale Taylor to Toronto. Just try to make ends meet, try to get a bit of money in for, I guess, a backup striker maybe. We've got a 1 year, we've got Dennis on the bench. Surridge as well, still about. Right, let's just let's go through this quickly. Henderson, Horvath, Lodi, Richards, Niakate and Bowley have got McKenna, Williams and Spence. Danilo, he could do the backup CDM actually. That's actually a shout. Right, backup CDM probably will be the move then. Mangala, Freuler, Guler. Probably just have Dennis come in there, or Harrison come in there. Just swap them around a little bit. So plenty of cover up top. We've got Scarpa as well. So no issues there. So yeah, backup DM. What we got money wise for backup DM? 33. Who would be a good backup CDM? That is the question. Let's just narrow the ages down a bit. We don't want someone too old. We want someone with experience, but not like mad old. Amrabat would be a starter. James Garner might be an interesting one. Højbjerg definitely wouldn't be. Kamara wouldn't be. What about Rigbunam? Keeping on him. Romeo Lavia, potential as well. Scott McTee. Indeed, he's probably too good. Amadou Nana. Sambi, maybe. Don't think Rodri. Wonder we should probably not just search Premier League. Probably should go a bit wider, but Premier League is what I know the best. I don't really know any of these cunts, to be honest. Except for Declan Rice. I can't believe he went to Leverkusen, man. Schlager's too good. Özcan, maybe. Talking about Özcan, how about we just go for a Chan? We're not going to sign him yet. He's 83 rated. He would start ahead of Danilo as well. Let's just we've got our list there. Let's just give it a bit of time. Give it a bit of time to marinate, get the scout reports back. There's no rush. Horvath transfer offer. If we can get good money for him, then yeah, we'll bring in our backup goalkeeper. I don't really have anyone in mind, but we'll think of something. So against Salernitana, we should win, but we probably won't. Now I said that. So yeah, 1-1, of course. I think what I need to do with this team is just let them grow into themselves. Did we ever sign that centre back? I swear we signed a centre back. Am I tripping? Did we never sign a centre back? Am I fucking dumb? Who did we sign? We signed Spence. Right, hold on. Let me just... My brain's gone here. Right, Henderson and Spence. So we haven't actually signed a centre back. Okay. So the obviously first priority then is a centre back. Now I've got an idea on who we could bring in here. It's none of these guys, but I'm now thinking we don't need any of these at the moment. It's not the main priority. Money wise, 33. This could be interesting to pull off. Now hear me out. I know he's a CDM off the rip. He turns into a very good centre back. So we're going to potentially bring him in. For now though, we'll just keep simming. Larea transfer offer for who? Pino. No. Money please. We're not having any player swaps. I don't care about player swaps. I think I've been scammed there. I put the lowest deal as 1.1. We're going to have to go in and negotiate that. It's like Che Adams for Lecce. I say that. He's going to score past us. Nope, Strafeza. I don't really care. The good thing is I don't really give a shit about pre-season, so... In the world. How's the team looking now? Guler's at 77. Going into the team. Spence, 77. Bowley, 77. We really need some growth this year, I think. Mid-table's probably... Okay, right. I'll probably say this now. Mid-table is where I think we should finish. Depending on what the game thinks, we could be out of a job. Let's have a little gander here at the objectives before we go any further. So, the one... Oh, we didn't do that. Rip. Probably won't do the other one either. Rip. Sign one player outside of Europe. We'll figure that out in a minute. Finish mid-table. Yeah, that's fine. Reach around the 16 stage. We could try it again. And then make 2.6 profit from youth player sales in 2 seasons. Now, will it work or will it not work like in my Hartlepool one? Because that's going to be really the deal breaker. I did put Wheeler up. I don't know what his worth is. 975k. I'm wondering about just call some up and sell some on. What are we saying about the Acad? Who's looking good? I mean, Griffin looks class, so we'll probably call him up and loan him out. Great. He's probably ready to just go. And Perkins as well. We'll leave the rest of these to marinate. Now, if Elijah Day will come up. And so will Smart. And we'll loan him out. Never mind. We can't loan him out. We'll leave these for now. Alright, so a couple of call-ups there real quick. I clicked on Squad Hub, but it didn't scroll fast enough. So that's okay. We'll go into Squad Hub. Day. Loan. Actually, should we change his development plan? No, he's alright. It's inverted. Okay. Loan him. And transfer him. And transfer him. Or was it loan him? Hold on. What's the potential? Doesn't have one. Right, yeah, transfer. That could get the youth sales done. Or close to done. Jordan Smith. Off you go. So we haven't signed a centre back yet. I've got a player in mind, but I'm waiting for the scout report to come back. We beat fucking Cremonese, and Froilo was the main man in that. Will we get the Edson Alvarez scout report before the Premier League season starts? Probably not. We might have enough information to go from though. Horvath's gone. Lorea has also departed to Deportivo Alaves. Apparently could have got a bit more money for him, but probably bullshit. Now for these ones, we're going to try and fleece the clubs that are coming in a little bit more. Purely because I need the money. Right, now we're going to ask for this. They'll probably counterback saying either nah or fuck nah. Or absolutely, I guess. And Surridge can go too. For now, I think we're probably okay with just Dennis Awonyi. And there goes Jordan Smith to Hull. Probably his level. The game will say you could have got a million for him. Oh no, never mind. 960,000. Nearly a million. And out goes Sam Surridge. I know probably could have got more for him. I know the game's going to yell at me for not getting 5 million or whatever, but we just need him to go. Oh no. Maybe sometimes I'm overestimating this game and underestimating it. And there goes the guy we just called up. But he's going to probably do better at the championship. His potential is 69 to 73. He's not got much more room to grow. So I think we've done well there. Right. I don't want to manage Scotland. No offence to Scotland. I do like Scotland. But Nico Williams is going nowhere. Don't even talk to me about that bullshit. If Spence doesn't work out, that'll be him. If Spence does work out, I guess it won't be him. Right, so the CDM reports is slightly less important now because of the fact that we may not have the money for them. But McTominay probably won't come in. It'll probably be between Garner, Lavia, and Irugbunam to be that second player. Sambi, how much does Sambi cost actually? Hold on. Was he a bit too much? Yeah, 12.5. Right, okay. So we'll go for the centre back and we'll see how much money we've got left over. Serge Aurier transfer offer. Yes, please. I beg. Anyway, we could push up to the release clause, I think. I doubt it. Let's go in that. I'm going to ask for 16. That's cheeky as fuck, but we'll see what we get here. Oh, okay. If that goes through quite quickly, we could have a good bit of money to splash. And when I say quickly, I mean hopefully before the Middlesbrough game. That's not Aurier. That's my 10 to go out on loan to Augsburg. Hopefully Aurier goes through now. No offense to you, Sarge, but you are quite old now. and that gives us a good wad of cash to get our centre back and our backup DM. So that's fine by me. 16 million was the highest we could have got as well. We've done that perfect. We played that to perfection, bruv. Right. Farley wants to start. Maybe not. And Bowley is crying. Before we start this new season, have we got any info? Have we got enough info on Alvarez to make an educated bid? 26.5 million is the valuation. What have we got money wise? 62. Oh wow, we've got plenty. Oh wow, wait, we made a boatload of cash. Right, let's 26.5. And they've just accepted it straight away. We're probably overpaid. That's fine. We have done incredible business here. We might even be able to get that backup striker. Hell, we might be able to bring in McTominay. I'm liking this. I know Alvarez, I know I said I don't want to be like signing multiple people from clubs over and over again, but Alvarez, technically I didn't sign when we did the Ajax one. He was already there. So it's a technicality. We're going with it. We've done really well there. And we've got a player outside Europe. How did we get a player outside Europe? He plays for Ajax. Or is he himself not from Europe? I don't remember. Mexico. That makes sense. Right, so he goes in there, Insta. The beauty of this is a beautiful part. When he was at Ajax, he shot by 2 ratings. So I want to see if he'll do the same again. This is a great idea if we can get on a cut price kind of situation as well. Centre back. Boom. He's not exactly the tallest, I don't think. 6'2". He's actually quite tall then. So we'll see how that goes. And what else do we need? Backup goalkeeper. And a backup CDM. Cash is 33 million. We could go for McTominay. I'm not going to. We're going to go for Lavia, I think. Or Garner. We'll go for Garner, actually. And it'll be a solid option in case of injury, etc. to Danilo. And we'll put in a 10 million bid towards Sean Dyche. He wants Arda Güler. You can get your fucking greasy Brexit mitts off. That's fine. We'll work on these conditions. We'll go 11 on the spot. Sorted. Try to take Arda Güler from me. Are you on fucking crack, mate? Prime for my cold dead hands. And that means we've got plenty enough to spend for a backup goalkeeper. I've not got anyone in mind just yet. But it does mean that we have that money. Garner comes in from Everton on a rotation basis. I think this is smart. Decent amount of potential. Not incredible amounts, might add, but a decent amount of potential. That's not what I want to do. 30k. He's happy with it. Slightly more than what he was getting anyway, so of course he'll be happy with it. In comes James Garner then. We don't need the animation every time. I wish there was a way to turn them off, honestly. They were good at the start, but you get bored of them after a year. And then we need, what do we need? Backup goalkeeper for Hendo. We need someone with good experience. And I think I know exactly who, because it's kind of realistic. Contract expiry. Now I don't know what we're going to do in terms of deal here, because I have absolutely no idea what he costs. We're going to go in for it. We're going for player swap. And I think Aurier went. We've got too many. We'll give him Scarpa, I think. And we'll offer a fee of what, 2 million? I don't know what to offer. Right, they want Williams and 1.4, so around the 10 million, just under the 10 million mark. How does this sound? 8.4, probably slightly overpaid, but it's a good experienced backup. And I think, didn't he sign for them? Hold on, wait a minute. Didn't he sign for them in real life? I might have just done a masterclass by accident. Can Google work? All right, fine, done. There we go. Who the fuck is Mary Turner? Because that's not what I searched. Excuse me with these negotiations a second. He did go to Forest. I fucking knew he did. Right, rotation. And he'll be here for hopefully a good amount of time. We'll put him on a 3-year for now. Release clause, disregard it. Money, I don't know what to offer. We'll go 40. He wants a bit more, that's fine. And the final signing of Season 2, at least in the summer anyway. Matt Turner, goalkeeper, backup. I need to watch the whole thing every time. Let's skip it. Let's get going. I think he's around 70-something rated. It's time for them in real life, to be fair. It's not. I didn't really think about that. And that is, I think, our signing spree done. 78 rated at this point. Before we go any further, we'll put development plans on our newest signings. I don't think he can grow much more, but we'll get a bit more out of him. Squeeze a bit more of the juice that's left. Might as well check. It's easier to check this way. Balanced. Right winger change for Jack Harrison puts him up to a 78, but he has hit his potential. And that's fine. He's only back up anyway. So balanced. Felipe is... I don't know why he's still here. I don't really... Right. For players who don't care about, I'm ignoring them. No offense to the players that I'm ignoring. I just don't care. Hendo as well. Barnes isn't on one. I swear I put Barnes on one, didn't I not? Wow, I may have fucked up Barnes' career at Forest. Right, all seriousness, let's get him on the development plan. And any of these I really care about? I think they're all getting sold, aren't they? What did I say with Bianconi? Oh, I didn't say anything with him. We'll loan him, fuck it. Right, first game of the season then against Borough. Let's make sure the squad is as it should be. Hendo, yes. Lodi, Niakate even. Alvarez, Spence. Danilo, Mangala, Guler. Barnes, Awonyi, Johnson. The bench needs to be ordered correctly. So Turner comes in favour of Hennessy. Centre back is fine. Garner comes on instead of Ojeda. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. And then Willy Boley is still about as well for McKenna just now until he goes, and then McKenna will take that spot. The first game of the season then against Borough, should be winning it because they're newly promoted, but I have a horrible feeling. I have an absolutely horrible feeling that we ain't winning this because this game sucks. Let's see. Am I right? No, I'm wrong. Alright, good. Renan Lodi, Harvey Barnes. Lovely jubbly. Good start to the season, but it is a newly promoted Middlesbrough team. I don't know if this is something to judge it off of. Right. Good start, though. Aguilera loan offer. For the ones that I've not put anything up for, or I put them up for transfer, but if they come with a loan, I'll accept the loan as well. Loan agreement for Boca Juniors to take Brandon Aguilera. Lovely jubbly. We take that. Scott McKenna transfer offer. For now, we're going to say no. He's happy just to be in his role as sitting on the bench, coming on when necessary. Speaking of which, will you keep an eye on Alvarez's position change? I don't know when that will come through, but... Right, so when did we sign them? I don't know. We'll see it when it comes out. It'll pop up. Right. Southampton next. They've got a decent squad. We were considering signing a couple of their players from there. They've brought in Castagne and Konza. I've clicked backwards off it. They also brought in Lees in goal, but they're probably going to change the squad now because I accidentally backed out. Yeah, Onuachu's up front now. Shit. 1-0. Of course, we lose that. Why would we win that, you know? It's only like we should be winning that, so we're not going to. Okay. And that's the loan deal out for Aguilera. We don't need to see it. Thank you. We know we did it. We agreed to it. We don't need the whole fucking 9 yards. Thank you. I feel like we spent our money well. And Hendo's at his potential of 82, but we could probably squeeze a bit more out of him still. And if we need to replace him, we can replace him. It's not a big deal. He's just come in though, so it won't be a little while. It will be a little while till we do that. Fuck it, we're just gonna accept the offers for these guys because they don't need to be here. I know we could get more for them, but I'm not picking pennies over them. Right. Hello, Hartlepool. I wouldn't mind if we lost to Hartlepool, honestly, just because of the career mode we're doing with them, but I'd like to beat them at the same time. Edson Alvarez with the only goal. But Hartlepool United, mate, we'll be back with you tomorrow, hopefully, unless I'm working, in which case we'll be back with you Friday. Or maybe even not, because I've got to do payback predictions at some point. An exit again. I don't know who this is for. Drager or Drager. I don't know. He's going away. Decent money apparently, which is fine. And he goes for that much money. Ajeda, you're not getting a chance. And I appreciate that, Bowley, but I want you gone. So I don't know what to tell you. You get Spurs then. Jed Spence's former club. They got Mignolet in goal. I don't know what's happened with this team, to be honest, because it looked a lot better last season. It looks beatable, in my opinion. They've signed David up front, though, to be fair. Yeah, I thought it was, yeah, it's a bit weak, that Spurs team. That's not the title-winning, Champions League-winning Spurs team I saw last year. Right, foreign transfer talks broke down, didn't ask. And Alvarez, he should got to an 82 or an 83 here. 80, see what I mean? I mean, it does mean he's up at his potential now, but that's a fucking solid centre-back for years to come. And that sorts out all the centre-back problems. Unless he gets injured, in which case, shit. Biancone goes out on loan. Just the record as well. I know Alvarez isn't probably the most realistic signing, but the rebuild isn't always meant to be realistic. I'd like to try and keep it somewhat, but I am going to sign whoever I want, really, within reason. I'm not going to bring Mbappe to Forest or Haaland to Forest, don't get me wrong. But I am going to be maybe splashing the cash in some areas more than others. We're going to push a bit more out of Sheffield United here from base, so because he has got good potential, and Josh Bowler as well. I've heard good things, so we'll give him a loan deal rather than a permanent. I believe this is us coming up to... first of all, someone's leaving. Biancone getting his loan deal to Sassuolo. And Jasper Perkins on a permanent deal to MN. May nearly have got our youth development thingy over the line. The objective. I know what I'm on about. It hasn't marked it down. Alright, cool. So it's doing the same thing as it did for the Hartlepool one. See if there's any interesting deals at the way. Traore's gone to Rangers. The Mbeso ones broke down, and apparently we asked for too much from them. Let's cry about it then, honestly. Aaron Ramsey, you know that one. Could be leaving Villa. Van Dijk to Leipzig. Solanke has gone to Celta Vigo. Houston Dynamo have decided to take Leo on the loan, which I honestly completely forgot about the guy. I thought he'd already gone out on loan, to be honest. Hill could leave Spurs. Josh Bowler has gone through to Monaco. We'll probably get that animation. Good, good. I like the animations that don't really add much. I mean, they are good animations, don't get me wrong. It's really nice to have them, but every transfer, it doesn't need to be every transfer. McKenna's going nowhere, so we're just going to ignore it. And then Leo will hopefully go through to Dynamo. I really hope so. Ekatike's gone to Burnley. Okay, that's not a move I expected to see. Van Dijk still hasn't gone to Leipzig. And the Leo loan rejected. Why though? I need a reason. And we'll let Bowley go. We're going to negotiate rather than delegate. There's not really enough time to delegate. Push up to 8 million. At least counter back, mate. Don't say, alright, fuck off. Just say, maybe not. Maybe we'll go for 7 million. Now they're going, yeah, alright. Fucking hell. Not even a second chance. Yeah, McKenna's going nowhere. And the one you's going nowhere. At least for this season. It depends on his growth throughout the season. Holding to Mainz. Kamada to West Ham. Freuler to Barca. Oh, thank you. Solid backup this season. We're going to keep him about. Kamada's gone through to West Ham. Jason Steele's left Brighton. I don't even know where he's gone. He's gone somewhere. So it matters to me. Right. So that's going to be a team that... Oh, some international duty. But that's going to be a team that pushes through this season, I think. I'm going to sneeze. It's a solid outfit, to be honest. Could push for top half if the simulation likes us. If it doesn't, then it won't. Do we want to put some youth academies out? Then we're just going to put the one out, and we're going to have it all season for any. From the homegrown lands. It's not really ours, to be honest. And there's not really any objectives that centre around it. So let's manoeuvre up to about... Fuck it, let's go all the way January. See how we do. This team should be doing slightly better than last year. Whether it does, we'll see. Lost to West Ham, lost to Liverpool, fair enough. Should beat Shrewsbury though, right? Cool. Should beat Villa though, yeah? Good. Carabao Cup, I'm not going to cry about it. Beat Man United at Old Trafford. No, like real life that, to be fair. Beat Wolves. Should beat Palace and Fulham, but we'll see. Yeah, alright, cool. I spoke, so... yeah, cool. I spoke, so obviously it can't come to fruition. So we're going to lose to Everton. Yeah, see, it just has to go whatever I don't say. We're going to win all these games. Which means we're going to lose them all now. A draw? Okay. We won't beat Chelsea. Or Newcastle. Yeah. Won't beat City. What? Right. I'm not talking anymore. I always, whatever happens, is always the opposite of what I say. We're just going to fucking stay stum and we're going to let the game do its thing. So I guess it was Burnley, Norwich and Middlesbrough that came up then last year. This game is so fucking ass backwards. We've won against the teams we should be losing against and lost the teams we should be beating. Alright. Where does that put us on the table? We've got a fucking star manager rating. Development, yep, alright, cool. Blah 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 blah. It's all blah to me. Risk of losing players. The only one I really want to keep is McKenna. The other ones can go. As far as I'm concerned, they can bugger off. And Beso actually kind of no. McKenna actually is the only one I want to keep. So let's get his renewal delegated to about there. Sweet. Fuck it. We'll just well, I mean, Hennessy's retiring. I'm assuming Felipe's retiring or buggering off. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. We'll give Bowley a bit more. No extension. Right. This is a problem with you. You will sign an extension. That's the whole point of these contracts. So, rotation. You will stay for an extra year. And you will accept a wage cut of 35. That's actually a bit. We'll go 38. Sweet. What's a bit of signing bonus, a bit of spending money. That's absolutely fine. That sorts that. Hennessy, Felipe going. Forna, I guess we'll sign up to someone new. Cool. And Mbeso, we'll sign up to someone new as well. And he didn't want that little money. Well, whatever. So where are we on the league then? We're in the FA Cup against Derby. That's fine. We should win that, but we'll probably lose now. I've said that. Premier League, we're sitting in 8th. We are just 3 points off of Champions League. Now, if you'd offered me this at the start of the season, I'd have said, absolutely, I'll bite your damn hand off. We've got nearly the same amount of points as we did by the end of last season. We were on 37 to finish last season. Right, hold on a minute. Now, let's just bear with me a second. Europe could be on this year. I don't think we're going to make any moves in. Moves out might be an idea. Not for either of those players, though. Ardagula's going nowhere. He's the whole point of this fucking save. We'll allow that to go through for a short loan deal. Wheeler, yes. And Awonyi, no. At the end of the January transfer window as well, we'll take a look at stats as well. Forna. I want to go for money. I don't want to be swapping anyone. We'll give it a second. Harvey Barnes is going nowhere. And we will delegate this one for money. Transfer talks end. Couldn't go to Toronto apparently. Leo loan agreement. Hopefully this doesn't break down. And the transfer offer from San Jose Earthquakes probably will break down because I don't want it to. Up next then, Derby in the FA Cup. Can we win? Well, I mean, we should. Will we, though, is the question, really. On everyone's minds. Yes. I won ye and a brace from Johnson. Last year we got to the semi-finals. I had to just think a second there. Semi-finals last year. Villaleo will go out for the rest of the season. Lovely. I wish we'd caught him at the start of the season on a loan, but you can't always get it perfect, I suppose. Leo loaned out. Forna didn't go. Bowley, you know what? We just accepted 6 for him. That's fine. Forna sale agreement. Barnes. Yeah, right, cool. Barnes is going nowhere, by the way. Barnes, I think, is an end-game player for this. Right. Bowley's not going either. Lovely. Scarpa, will you go if I say yes, or are you just going to fucking stick around as well? Elijah Day would love to loan him out and see what he grows to be. Had great potential in the CAD. Speaking of which, I need to check the report in a minute, but we'll not do that just yet. We'll probably lose this West Ham side because they're in top 4 and they look very good. So I'll accept that L here. Yeah, they're a very good side, even though we did better than them in their stats, but who's counting? Right. Youth staff. We're only going to go for the elite, by the way. I'm not going to go for shit. I'm not even going to reject. I'm just going to ignore straight up. Alright, you come in. Hugo Carter's been poached. It's not in my world. Elliot Walker looks fantastic. Felix Thorpe, we'll just leave for now, I think. Jamie Lee as well. Hugh Curtis can come in. Right. Let's get his development plans done. I'm not trying to rush through this, by the way. I just don't want to be sitting here all day doing pointless shit. Like, I want to do the rebuild, but if it takes forever, it's going to just do my head in. Right. So this guy looks fantastic already. I think we're going to load him out, you know, immediately. Insta loan. Get the best out of him. Green looks alright. Who are the other ones we brought in? Humphrey. He's a right back because we don't play with fucking wing backs. I've just left Jed Spence because it takes longer to switch him than not, so I'm not bothering. He's got 5-star already. Fucking hell. Alright. On you go, mate. Pop off. We'll bring Greaves up and loan him, and then I think we're just going to sell Wilson on. Right. Cool. Sweet. Greaves. Loan list. Day is already on the loan list. He's been approached. We're going to loan Wilson, I think. I was going to transfer him, but we'll loan him. And Walker looks fantastic. Apparently he's showing great, but that's still better than showing nothing. And Tony Griffin. Actually a good little backup, to be honest. But we'll loan him out. See what we can get for them. Sambi Lakonga interest, that's fine. We've made our choice with James Garner. And Elche have approached Arsenal. Now, is this going to be a better Spurs? They're on the same points as us. Is this going to be a better Spurs than what we faced in the first half of the season? Mignolet? No, I guess not then. They'll probably beat us still, though. They got Richarlison this time rather than whoever they had before. I don't remember who they had before. They beat us this time anyway. It's David who they had before, and he came on to win it. Not quite Europe ready, I don't think. But we are definitely in the contention of... Well, we're definitely going to be top half, I think. I don't think it's going to be an issue this year. Manager rating's gone down a little bit. It's not great, but that's fine. An exit here for whoever I sold. I'm losing... How many deals we've done this year? Right. He's at... Brendan Johnson say 80... Hold on. He's at 84 rated. Mate. Why is the one you suspended? Whatever. We should... Right. Should beat Preston. Dennis will probably come in here, right? Guler fucking saved our asses. Thank God for that, man. Make it for around the 16, so that's another board objective done. For the transfer offer, no TY. England. I wouldn't manage my... You know what, fuck it, let's manage England. Steve Cooper, England boss. I'm not paying any attention to it, by the way, just the record. Cooper's had a I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Who's going here? Is this Scarpa? That's some good displays in real life, but just I didn't realise how old he was. But yeah, we've taken the England job. For another reason, why not? Omar Richards for Nice. We're going to say no. Freuler's not going till the end of the season. Certainly not to a Prem rival. And certainly not to a Prem rival who's undercutting us for the price. Newcastle struggled this year, so that means they're going to beat us. I mean, that team. How is that team? Right, okay. I know I talk shit about how sometimes I struggle in my teams. How is that team struggling? I mean, they've got Darlow in net. That's probably a bad start. Sanchez, Manquillo. Okay. They've brought Kovacic, Goretzka, and Xhaka. A whole brand new midfield. Lozano. That's a good side. Except for the defence. And the goalkeeper. And that's probably why we've won. They brought in Defrel as I think Defrel's a striker. They've just subbed him on from Manquillo there. I don't understand what's going on in Newcastle. It's fine. We won. Assault Maris. So what's the... okay, hold on. Connor Humphrey's done his switch. And we'll put the work rates on the boy. Now, before we continue, take a look at stats so far. Just a quick check. I'm not going to go all in very deep here. Henderson, Alvarez, Lodi, and Johnson playing the most. Most goals coming so far from Brennan Johnson again. With Lodi having 7 from fucking left back. Awon, you might need to go. Dennis has actually played better this year. Right, okay. This is going to be a few things to think about. Harvey Barnes hasn't had a great season. Gular's been decent. Right. Okay. See if there's any interesting shit happening to end the window. Julian Alvarez to Leipzig. Louis Wheeler transfer offer to Salt Lake. I'm going to accept it and it's going to break down. I know that. Most times when you negotiate with MLS teams, they break down. Nothing really interesting. There's a couple of rumours, but nothing really interesting has happened yet. Walker offer withdrawn. I didn't get one. Oh, I did. Bollocks. Alright, no. Harrison's going nowhere. And Bowley, please, I beg, take him. They'll both break down because they're both players that want to leave. Julian Alvarez to Leipzig, here we go, confirmed. And Louis Wheeler has actually gone. So fair play. I apologise for yelling. But usually, it doesn't fucking do it. Weghorst to Bordeaux. McKenna transfer offer. No. What part of? No. Don't you understand? Oh, I suppose they did give us Alvarez. Disasi to Sociedad's an interesting one. Brandt to Liverpool. Raspadori to Juventus. Interesting. Some good moves going on here. And thus ends the January transfer window. So we're going to be sticking with this squad up until the end now. I think it does a decent job, this. There's only one player who's not above 80, and he's going to get there very soon. Before we do, actually, let's check his development plan, because he might have maxed it out. He's nearly there, actually, yeah. We'll do this instead, then. I really hope his potential isn't 80, or I'm going to scream, because his potential is meant to be 86. So if I get stiffed, I'll be annoyed. Right, do we check the YA before we sim? No, we're just about to. Alright, no Bowley, no Anwai. Alright, oh, actually, no, yes, Bowley. But no Awonyi. Especially not from United. If I do sub, it's not going to be to a Prem rival, like I said. Anyone special? Felix Thorpe's got good potential. Jamie Lee looks a little bit better. So we'll give him a try. Put a development plan on him. See how he goes in the academy. Sweeper keeper always. They always seem to have positioning as their worst stat. So it's usually why I do that first. Right. Fuck it. Let's go all the way to the end of the season and see where we're at. But actually, hold on. Who have we got in cups? Bristol City. Right, let's go to start of April actually. Let's not go fuck it all the way to the end. Because we might get a cup run and we might get eliminated and sacked and not realise because we get eliminated by Bristol City. So we lost to Chelsea. Fair enough. Understandable. Have a nice day. Villa, we drew. Pool, we're going to probably lose. That's fine. But it's close. It's close games. I'll take that. It's close games. Doesn't win us any points, but it's close games. Beat Southampton. Face Palace. Beat Palace. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is a problem. You got to start your England squad, right? What are we doing here? Anyone I really want to swap across? I don't think so. In fact, fuck it, Harvey Barnes gets a call up. Definitely not bias. Have we got a left mid in the squad? We've got two left wings. Alright, yeah, fuck, we don't need the space centre mids, right? Harvey Barnes, and you come. It's the only change. Should have brought in Henderson as well, honestly. Right, so we've got Spurs now in the neutral, so semi-final against Spurs. We've got another FA Cup semi-final. Beat Leicester. Don't care about these two. Drew to fuck knows who that is. Portugal we're going to draw to as well. Everton we beat. Norwich we should beat. Burnley and Middlesbrough we should beat both of them, but it could be a wild card game. Drew and Drew. Poggers. Right. Semi-final of the FA Cup again. What's the other semi-final? Probably Arsenal and Wolves, if it's anything based off last year. City and Burnley. Alright, okay. So can we beat Spurs to make it to the FA Cup final? That is a mishmash of a team, but it's probably a team that's still good enough to beat ours at the moment. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, that's about right. We tried, but they Another semi-final, we'll take it, honestly. Back-to-back semi-final runs. I did not expect it. It's going to be Spurs versus City in the final. Meanwhile, in the league, we're currently 8th. How far are we off a Europe spot? Because we're one off United. Oh, we're way off Champions League. We could snag 6th. It's fallen apart a little bit, but this is honestly still better than what I expected. Relegation zone looks probably set already, at least for 2 teams. Right, let's just sim up to the end then. Now that we're out of the FA Cup, see what we're saying. We're going to go to just before the final game actually and see if it will impact our season at all. Palace we should beat. We do. Right. Brentford we should beat. Of course. Fulham we should beat. Right. City we're going to lose to. We've done the double over City by the way this year, just for the record. Done the double over City. So, looking at the table. Currently in 7th. A win here means that we could overtake Spurs. We actually might get Europe this year. Not what I expected, but that would be a fucking big step. And it will take probably... I will take another video definitely now, actually, because we can't win the Champions League next year. So City won the FA Cup. No surprise there. It's not actually what I was trying to check. I was trying to check who's had the last game against Spurs, but I pressed the wrong button. Alright, so Spurs are facing Borough. Okay, cool. Well... we could still beat Arsenal, but I mean, it's not going to matter, I don't think. We'll take conference if we can get it. Yeah, we lost. Of course we did. I knew we would, even though we had more chances. That means fuck all. We might even fall down to 8th. We'll never know because apparently it's just decided to tell me that we're doing the Euros now. Right, where do we finish? 8th. That's fair. That's actually not too bad. It's not Europe, obviously, but it's still a very good season, I think. A great improvement on last year, and the team has grown into this, like, very well. And it's just getting that next step, that next level now to qualify for Champions League for Season 3. So we'll do that, hopefully, next year. Chelsea win the league. Arsenal 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, City round out top 4. West Ham get Europa. Spurs 6th, United 7th, Forest 8th. And as we read down, the relegated teams will be Southampton, Fulham, and Borough. Norwich staying up, interestingly enough. Looking at the cups then, looking around the grounds. Some of them might not have been played yet, actually, I've just realised. But FA Cup was won by Manchester City. The Carabao Cup was won by Manchester United. Biggest cup in the world, in my opinion, personally. Super Cup was won by Spurs on penalties over United. Remember, Champions League winners versus Europa League winners. The final is Milan versus Bayern Munich in the Champions League. For Europa League, it's Leipzig and Juventus. And then for the Conference League, it will be Nice and Barcelona. And Euros are about to start as well. Not that I give a shit. We could end up winning the Euros. But yeah, this is how it looks now because of the Euros. We'll sim to the 27th, go over the season. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, I thought we'd already picked this. Okay, let's actually pick smart here because we need a good squad for the Euros. We need our best squad. I think, honestly, we don't need Pope over... I think we need Henderson. No bias there, of course. Who else? Got any more strikers? We don't really. I've got Cavalier. Bring in... Fuck it, Noni can have a run out. And... Esri Cons has been called up, that's fair. Chris Smalling, we'll swap out for Ben White. And we want Raheem the Dream in, because I think he could be a clutch boy. Who do we take out? Nobody out of that one. I need to... We need Abraham as a backup. Gallagher can go for Sterling. Right, sweet. That's going to be the squad for the Euros. Let's see how it goes. I don't really care, but let's see how it goes. I'm all about just getting my season review and building on it next year. Next year has got to be maybe not necessarily Champions League, but a European spot. I think a European spot has to be the goal. So we'll go through and see who won the respective European finals, check the stats, etc., check the team, and then we'll move into Season 3, which will be the final season of today. And we won't be finishing this video today. It's going to be part 1 to probably 2 parts, potentially 3 parts. I hope it doesn't go to 3 parts. Champions League was won by Bayern Munich over AC Milan. The Europa League was won by Leipzig over Juventus. And the Conference League was won by Barcelona over Nice. So probably all the predictable results of those finals. Top scorers then. I don't care about fucking the Metcha scoring a hat-trick in one game, but fair play to him, I guess. These are European scorers. Not really trying to get to those. I'm trying to just get to fucking Premier League. It probably would have been quicker to go the other way. But there's all the... Whoa, hold on. Johnson, top scorer in the FA Cup. We'll see that. The top scorer in the Prem was Jesus for Arsenal. Callum Wilson for Wolverhampton Wanderers gets 22. Our top scorer was Johnson with 17 again. I won you, not even close this year, even though they had similar goal tallies last year. Assists come from Arda Güler with 10, Mangala with 8. He grew into the team really well, and I don't think Johnson was in there. And clean sheets go to Henderson, nearly getting the Golden Glove, but joint between Areola and Ledesma. We'll take 9 though for Dean Henderson. You'll love to see that. And while the Euros are going on, I don't really care, but we'll sim Sweden, probably go for our group, and we'll get into Season 3. European Championship, boys. Wait, who's injured for what weeks? No. Who's injured for what weeks? Don't fuck. Rashford. Lovely. Cool. Can we beat Sweden? Probably not. Don't have enough. Yeah, cool. Didn't ask. We won. So for our group, and we've reached the end of the season. 8th in the Premier League, semi-finals. I didn't check the squad hub. Bollocks. Ah, it's fine. 8th in the Premier League, semi-finals of the FA Cup. Round 3 of the Carabao Cup again. It's a similar story, except we just did better in the league. So, the board is happy with us, even though we're ignoring our players. Let's get to Season 3. And I think the board will probably want Champions League, but I'm happy for any Europe spot. And this is the final season of today's stream, because I've got stuff to do, and I usually do 3 per video anyway, well, per stream, because it takes so darn long usually. I mean, this is taking quite a long time as well. So I'm just playing my portable charger while it loads up. Out goes, I'm guessing Bowley, right? I hope it's Bowley. Right, money. Probably not going to win it, but we'll go for the one with the most money every time. Inbox, South America Continental Cup, yada yada yada. Important transfer, yada yada yada. Season performance, yep, cool. What's the money looking like, boys? That's all I want to know. Oh shit, well, yeah, we've still got Euros to do. Bully departs, good. And we've got 76 million to spend this year, a little bit more than last year. Bully's not going to come back, hopefully. Awonyi, we need to have a think about. Garner sticking around as a backup. But Awonyi, we need to have a discussion on. A meeting, I would say, somehow. So for money-wise, like we said, good bit of dollar. 82 mil in total. See if any of these free agents take my fancy before we go in depth just so far. Thomas Bernal looks pretty good. We don't really... I mean, we do need a striker, but... That's the Suarez region, I'm pretty sure. We may just go for somebody, well, a bit more well-known. So what I'm thinking is... Awonyi probably... He didn't have a great season last season. It's probably come to the end of his run. No offense to the lad. What do we do? I think we probably try and swap him for somebody, in my opinion. I feel like that's a smart move. Lingard has to go. But yes, I think we swap Mr. Taiwo Awonyi with somebody. Try and get a next level striker. And I've got... I mean, I do want to sign... I'll just be straight up with you. 100% on the nose. I do want to sign Tammy Abraham. But do we do it? Do we go for it? It also gives... it gives Chelsea Awonyi as well. Maybe we go a different route, a different path somehow. Again, I do really want to... You know what? Maybe we won't go a different path. I do want to sign Abraham. Right, so... It's going to cost a bit of money. But we're going to put in... Awonyi as part of the deal. So, player swap. Taiwo, I respect everything you've done for us, mate, but it's probably the right time to say arrivederci. A bit more money in a sell-on clause, that's fair. We're going to drop it down. Right, but no sell-on clause then. Right, fine. We want this deal done. We probably overpaid a little bit for him, but we want this deal done. I'm aware I've probably signed Tammy Abraham in like rebuilds before. When I say that, by the way, just for the record, I want it to be like not back-to-back rebuilds. So say if I signed somebody like, I don't know, say if I signed Griezmann last rebuild, I don't want to sign him again this rebuild. I want to give it like a couple of rebuilds in between. It's not that I don't ever want to sign him again. It's just I don't want to sign him back to back. And I think that's a fair analysis of what I'm trying to put across here. It's a lot of wage. We're going to have to pay a big tam, but that's fine. 100k wage for a baller. Tammy Abraham for Awonyi and around $30 million, I should say. Even though it's pounds. Probably slightly overpaid, but it's going to be worth it in the long run, I think. We've got a certified hitman up top as well. Some decent players here if we want to bring one in, but I'm not sure who else we need just yet. What I do know is we're fine at the moment for striker. That does mean Tammy Abraham should go straight to the first team. Dennis is there currently. Dennis will still remain as the backup because he is a decent little player. We're bringing Tammy, and that instantly makes our fucking attack better. I was thinking of getting rid of Freuler, but he stayed strong in his rating, so we'll keep him. McKenna still is a solid backup. I'm wondering, do we actually drop Niakate to backup and sign a centre-back? Because my spidey senses are saying we should, but that's my kind of thought. I don't know if we want to act on said thought. We've only scouted one defender, and that's Kieran Trippier. Okay, useful that. Let's say someone was on the free agents. Icardi. Okay. Thought it might have been Mbappe or some crazy. Right. Left-footed centre-backs. We don't necessarily have to have them left-footed, but I think I know who I want to go for. Although, no, I won't actually, because we've used him in a couple of rebuilds. I was originally going to go Kim Min Jae, but We've used him in a few rebuilds, and I think we're going to stray away from him this time. Contract is expiring, but we're going to try and go for someone else. Let's just have a look at what's on offer here. Who went down? I think it was Southampton, Fulham. Right, let's go VAR this. Because if it was Fulham, I got an idea. Not Fulham, Southampton. So Fulham did go down. Hampton did as well, and I don't know who the other team was. Middlesbrough. So here's my thinking, and we've used him before as well. I know. I'm just having a little think. We're not acting on it, but Bella Kotchap was my thought there. We'll maybe Konza. He's a bit too good to be in the league below. What about making a move for Esri Konza? I forgot Konza was at Southampton, you know. Right, let's just, instead of going for the whole team, let's just look at the defenders. So let's put Konza on the maybe pile. From Fulham, have we got anyone? Any candidates? Toshin, maybe? I don't know if he's going to be as good now. Maybe put a scout on him. No. And Moreno's at Fulham. That's kind of funny. And Borough won't have anybody. That's probably why they got relegated. Have Edward de Carvalho, though. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't think it's Ronaldo's region because they're right mid. Why don't I just check defenders? It saves time. Nope, nobody. Right, cool. So let's see what we've got in the Prem in terms of proven defenders, I think. Right, so position, def, CB, around. We'll go from 20 to 29, or 28 even. Right, a Gerd could be a decent one. A Kanji, a Rauho. That's a big step. I don't think we'll go Rauho. We don't go that big. Benoit Badiashile. That might be a step to make. Sven Botman's just too good. Also used him before. I mean, granted, we used him in a Newcastle rebuild, but Fofana as well. We'll put a little scout on him. The thing is, with the signing, my most wanted position, I think, is to sign a centre back. I think that's got to be the main thing to get at the next level. I think the goalkeepers are fine. Ibrahima Kanate could be good. Lisandro's just way too good. Mavropanos, perhaps. Eder Militao, no. Pavard, no. Not because he's not good enough, just because I don't want him. Romero's too good. Who is Tuta? Apparently he's got scout report there. Right, okay. Zabeldia. I think I'm between a couple there. We've got a couple off that list. Let's just have a little gander around a couple of the other leagues. We're just kind of staying top 5 just now because it's where I know. I'm also itching my eyes, so that's why I'm not scrolling, so bear with me. I remember when RMB was a potential. Bastoni's way too good. Gabriel probably still out of our price range. Guardiol absolutely out of our price range. And he gets used a lot. I kind of want to not use him. Kalulu maybe be a risk, but we'll put him on the list anyway. Adika maybe would be another risk, but we'll put on the list as well. We'll check one more league after this. Schlotterbeck would probably be the big, if we were to do it, it would probably be the all-in move. But I would like to do that, actually, kind of low-key. Ties to Litz, yeah, in Stratosphere. So I think Schlotterbeck could end up at Liverpool, which it could be an issue, but ultimately it's not the end of the world. We'll just check. Say Bonnie. I thought I said Boniface. I was gonna say he's a striker. We'll check one more league anyway, as I was saying before I interrupted myself. Gehi maybe. Put him on the list. Just a record, I'm not going to sign any straight away. We're going to do some scouting on him first. Let him come through. And if some get snapped up by other clubs, then that's on me for not acting. Scalvini, we did use him before. We know he's good. I'm not going to use him again. Tapsoba could be a solid one. Pau Torres, probably a bit too much, but we could still entertain it. Østegard as well. We've used him before for Ajax, I think it was. Right. So we've got our list, I think. We're checking it twice because I'm just making sure who was on it. So Konza, Badiashile, Fofana, and Kapi, Kalulu and Dika, Schlotterbeck, Gehi, and Tapsoba. Some good class defenders there. We do have 45 million to spend on one of those. So some will be out of the price range. Just to make clear, we're in the Euros still. Interesting Schlotterbeck. He probably will most likely exit to Liverpool, which is fine. We've got Spain in the quarterfinals of the Euros. Why aren't we using Harry Kane? Okay, cool. I don't know why is the answer, I guess. Barnes comes in for Rashford on the bench. I'm not saying I didn't care, but we're going to get knocked out by Spain anyway, so it's not going to be a long-term caring thing. We won on penalties. How did we win on penalties? I think if we put Abraham on there, we lose on penalties, to be honest, because he would have missed his penalty. I can't say that. I've just signed him as a new star striker. I can't shit-talk Tammy, can I? Alright, Forna. I thought you were gone, genuinely. And Harrison's going nowhere. Solid backup for now. We've got Poland in the semis. I don't know how they made it to the semis. They'll probably beat us now, I said that as well. Don't have enough players to... If we... Oh, fuck's sake. Right, we'll do it again then. Also, why isn't Reece James starting? Excuse me. I get Rashford because he's injured, but... Reece James has no excuse there. Alright. Against Poland... Harry Kane, late winner. So glad we brought him on. I don't know why he's not starting, to be honest. So yeah, we're kind of doing a Euros playthrough alongside the Nottingham Forest rebuild. So we've got the final. I don't know when it's going to be. Exit now for somebody. Forna finally goes. Before we go any further as well, I'm going to check the Youth Academy. In fact, actually, we'll finish the Euros and we'll do that shit after. I can't be arsed switching between. Right, Barnes for Sané and money. Not a bad offer, but it's not what I'm going to accept. Jesse Lingard to Fulham's fine. Day on loan to Darmstadt is okay. And Henderson to Sassuolo ain't going to happen, fella. Now, up next is... loan to buy for Dylan Wilson, apparently. That's not what I was trying to hype up. It's the Euros final against Belgium. Now, I said I didn't care, but I would like to win it for England. England. Right, okay. The necessary switcheroos. I can't believe Mount's starting in an England midfield, but he is. So let's see how it goes. England versus Belgium to win the Euros. He lost on penalties, of course he did. Mount and Rice, you bastards. Right, well, whatever. We took it all the way. Just couldn't get the final done. Bastard. Well, I mean, it's not obviously the main goal of this rebuild, so I ain't, like I said, I ain't crying about it too much. Exit for Jesse Lingard. He moves to Fulham for 4 million. They'll probably say you could have got a bit more for him. I say, good, don't care. Oh no, 4 million was what we probably got most of, so... Griffin loan offer and a day loan agreement, so we'll accept those and go through those accordingly. Wilson loan agreement. Lovely jubbly. Now just to check, everyone is over 80 now. Do we want to sell Mangala? Because I know he had a good season last season, but how much growth does he have? How much does Danilo have? We're still thinking on that centre-back. We have to prioritise that, but I'm just thinking as well. Do we want to bump up the midfield a little? We'd have just made one of our big moves in Tammy Abraham to come to Forest. Can we do it for somebody else? The centre-back, obviously, like I said, comes first. Day goes out on loan. Time are we on here? 2:24, as in time streamed. It's actually nearly 3:30. That's okay. I do need to go at 5. Danilo's hit his potential. I think he can get better on other drills. So we'll do that. Absolutely we'll do that. Work on his defensive stat. We'll go with this actually. His potential might be nearing though. How much is everyone else? How is everyone else doing, I should say? Tammy Abraham, I don't think I can put him on a drill yet. Maybe I did. Where's Thomas Abraham? There he is. He's his potential already. What? How? I don't know. That could be a bad move. Well, that's fine. Harvey Barnes is at his. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some big moves next season. We'll stick with him for now. I'm not in a rush to get rid of anybody. I'm happy to have all these players still playing for us. But yeah, I'm surprised some of them hit the potential so quick. Jed Spence is looking fantastic. So we'll keep him on what he's doing. I don't know how Nico Williams has come through, but I'm really feeling bad about not being able to play him more. Potential 79, he's hit it. Solid fullback, backup. I think we've got a good squad here, a good core. Garner's played bad when he's played. That doesn't help his potential too much. That's fine. We'll go with it. He's still strong enough to back us up. I think that's everything. Gahey, final scout report. Right, some defensive scout reports coming through here. We'll loan out Elliot Walker first. Then we'll see what we got. So Benoit Badiashile, 71 or 81 rated, sorry. 23 years of age, 6'4". Piero Incapi, 82 rated. Wesley Fofana, 82 rated. I think we're gonna go for Incapi, but we still do have Gahey to look at. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for Incapi. Yeah, I don't want to look at the strikers. We don't need one. Incapi is the one we're going to go for. Should be in budget. But if he's not, then we can always go to Badiashile. Yeah, we've got plenty. Right, sweet. We'll go in for the valuation, or just over the valuation, see what they come back with. They want 50.2. That's just not going to happen, is it? You have to meet us in the middle. 40 mil. 42.5. Let's go 41. 40.4. That's fine. We've drilled it all the way down from 50 to 41. That's fine. So Piero and Capi, we've got the offer done. I don't think I've ever signed Capi in one of these as well either, so this could be fun. Let's see how he does on wages. And that should that'll probably be our big bonus signing. I think the rest of the team will probably do alright as it is. We're going to have to look at Mangala and Danilo in a minute on the squad hub just to see if we get... I know Danilo can get more out of, but Mangala, can we? Take the bonus off, and he'll want 48k. That's absolutely affordable, absolutely fine. Piero and Capi, welcome to Nottingham Forest. Again, it's probably not realistic wholly, but we're not going for a realistic rebuild. We're going for fun. I'm not going to sign stupid players and put in 100 million at the start of the save, but I am going to sign who I want to sign. We've got to sign a crucial player to defend the position, which we've done. A couple of players here that we still have eyes on, but we can get rid of most of these now. And Deacon might have been decent, but I'm happy with Incapi. That wasn't meant to rhyme. We've done the significant brand exposure target, Poggers. And that does mean that I'm on the wrong page. Don't know what's got to do with anything, but it does mean Niakite drops. McKenna drops the reserves, so I'm happy to move him on if necessary. And Incapi comes into the starting 11. So let's get the development plans sorted for a few players. First of all, Piero Incapi just coming in. We'll actually check Niakite while we're here. I think he's already potential of 80. He'll maybe got to 81. But Incapi, let's work on him. Medium work rates only. We'll put him up to high work rates. And we were going to check somebody else's. Danilo we just did. Mangala, has he got growth in him still? He's hit his potential. Right. Freuler's still a solid option as well. It might be that we have to just stick with it this year. Of course, we still need to do contracts, which is fine. We'll just scroll through those quickly. Want a lot more money. I mean, Leo I'll accept more money for because he's youth talent. What's Niakite on just now? 49. Drop it down to 53. Yeah, that's fine. And he wants important still. I don't know who's going to tell him. And Freuler. For fuck's sake, man. See when I'm doing these extensions? They're meant to be extensions. I'm not trying to give you money. I'm trying to give you more time at the club, bruv. Right. Rotate. Will you accept rotation? No, cool, didn't ask. I did, but that's fine. Another year, please. Just for now. Just till we get Champions League money coming in. Hopefully we get Champions League this year. Or some kind of Europe. And the same wage, right? You'll be fine with same wage, yeah? Signing bonus. Okay, cool. And that's him re-signed. Anyone else? Bianconi's out on loans, that's fine. Okay, cool. I think we're sorted then, in terms of wages. Fucking hell, Brennan Johnson looks good, doesn't he? 93 million. Harvey Barnes as well, and Cappy, Alvarez, Abraham. Right, well, let's see what we can do then. I think that's us. There might be outgoings still, but ingoings, I think we're sorted. Loans, etc. Of course, we need to get through. Dylan Wilson, he's the first to find a path to Casempasa. Tony Griffin goes out on loan to SC Braga. And then we got Greaves loan offer, Wilson and Griffin loaned out, and then we'll get Alfie Greaves out on loan as well, which we've tried to do for a while. I did check the Youth Academy, didn't I? If I didn't, I'm going to. I don't think we're going to use the Youth Academy anymore. There's some decent players in here. Lucas Smart is the one we'll bring up. And Lee we'll bring up as well. Green we're going to let go. And we'll leave these out too for now. So let's go to the squad hub. Let's get these cunts loaned out. And then we'll figure it out from there. I think we're good though. I think we're sorted now. Spence transfer offer, fuck off. And the loan deal for Walker goes through. This, right, let's get through this preseason first. Actually, let's not. Let's just look at the squad. Does that team get top 4? I think so. Well, it definitely gets... It gets, maybe not top 4, but definitely Europe. We've got some other deals coming in. Villaleo, looking very good still. He'll get another loan out to improve. Pierre Kalulu, not looking bad to be fair. And Evan Ndika is looking about the same. But I think we went right with Nkapi. Younger, 82 rated, same rating as what they were. And he's about to be 83. We've got Lazio, who are Camavinga. It's very interesting. We won 3-1 somehow. Barnes with the brace and Johnson with the other. I'm not really arsed about pre-season. I could honestly just skip past this if it wasn't transfer season. I'd miss a transfer. Fuck it. I'm skipping it. I don't care about pre-season. Sorry if I miss any transfers, although I'm not super duper sorry. Crying emoji. But I don't really care about pre-season. Beat Bilbao, beat Roma, yeah? Nope, cool. Didn't think so somehow. This is the final season of today. I'm hoping European spot, but do we have any European competitions? I think we came 8th, so I don't think we do. Layout offer withdrawn. I thought we already loaned him out, did we not? Did we not loan him out? So what I mean, we missed 2 weeks, we missed about 17 fucking offers. I probably shouldn't have done that. Alvarez isn't going anywhere anyway. McKenna, again, sticking around one more season, I think. Actually, no, McKenna's the one I said I could leave. It's Niakita sticking around. Hold on. Where was that? I did it off the Alvarez one, so we'll just do it again. Let's try to get a bit more money out of it, though. I know it's not very realistic him going to Sporting, but money's money. 12.5 mil for Scott McKenna. That's fine by me. We've got Niakite, whatever his name is. Let's back up. That's how the team is looking then. How will it do against Crystal Palace? Probably lose. Let's see. They've got Watkins. We won. Good. Mavropanos injured. Fuck him. Dennis got 1 goal, and the other goal coming from Brennan Johnson. Decent start to the Prem. I don't know how we're going to do. I also haven't looked at the objectives yet, so that's probably something I should do. For the transfer offer, not just now, mate. I remember at the start I said I was going to sell him, but he's a good backup option, a good solid option. So, objectives. Finishing Europa League spot, sounds about right. Santa Cruz so far as team defender. Poggers, youth development, not really arsed. Get a streak of 5 games with at least 1 goal scored away matches this season. Should be able to do that if the sim allows it. Financially, we've already done that in my mind. And win the FA Cup, bollocks. Right, that's gonna be the deal breaker, I think. I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm just saying it won't be easy to do it. Dennis wants the game against Everton. It's up to the simulation, mate, honestly. Decent squad they have, to be honest. No wonder they beat us last season 4-0, or whatever it was. Season 1, they beat us 4-0. They don't win this time. Tammy Abraham, the only scorer. And it didn't bring on Dennis, so he's going to be like, ah! Ignoring it. Don't need this shit. First tough game of the season. We are going to lose this. I've accepted that. Today is the national... Alright, cool. At this point, you left me out. Yeah, sorry, mate, fella. But it would have been bringing off Tammy, and Tammy was the one who scored, so I'm not super duper sorry, if that makes sense. Like, I'm a little bit sorry, but I'm not going to go on my hands and knees and say, oh, mate, I'm very apologetic. Right, okay. So, up next, City. They haven't won both their games. Are you shit or something? No, they're going to beat us, though. Let's see what they got. Ederson, Cancelo, Diaz, Akanji, Pavard, Rodri, I was going to say Dembele, but he is on the right. De Bruyne, Musiala, Dembele, Foden. Yeah, we are getting cunted here, for lack of a better word. Well, maybe not cunted. We went up 1-0. We're just not at that City level yet. We're not that shit. I mean, what? Timber's gone to Spurs. A stark contrast to real life. Thuram could go to United. Guendouzi to Villa. Morata to Brentford. Alright. It's an interesting one. He'll probably score past us. De Bruyne is off to Madrid. That weakens City significantly. Why couldn't they have done that before our game? Fucking cunts. No seriousness. Fair enough. Baku, Riquelme, Schick, Vieira, Alvarez. Wait, Alvarez? Hold on a minute. I just clocked. Fuck off. And Jamie Lee out on loan to Fleetwood. Should go through, but we'll see. Not going to get one for Leo, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. Don't always get what you want in this life. I forgot we had Alvarez. Like, my brain didn't function that we had Alvarez for the second there. Antonio Silva to Atalanta. Not too bad. Schick to Spurs. Shit. Some interesting rumours, but it doesn't look like the Lee deal is going to go through for Fleetwood. I don't know what happened there. That's fine. CM team schedule match day is apparently what's going to happen today. Arsenal confirmed Verratti to miss 7 months with ACL injury. Oh dear. Araujo hat-trick hero. I was thinking a different Araujo. A manager of the month goes to Eddie Howe. Apparently player of the month with nobody there. A Mangal to go for a big fee. If I'd known that, I would have cashed in. Nobody offered. Similar to January. There's no youth academy to worry about this time around. We've got the international break, and then we've got 3 games in the Premier League. Drew to Villa, that's fine. As long as we don't absolutely shit the bed this season. Beat Arsenal, okay. Beat MK. Lost to Chelsea, that's fine. We're going to lose some games, I'm understanding of that, but as long as we don't lose too many. Don't tell me. Yep, cool. That's a problem with managing England as well. Maybe I shouldn't have managed England. But then again, in the next video, we'll maybe see us in the World Cup. Oh, yes, we lose to Brentford for no reason. That's the ones I mean. Those are the ones that are annoying. If we're going to lose to teams that are lower than us, that's what pisses me off. And now we're losing to Wolves. What the fuck? That's what irritates me. That's what's going to stop us from getting to where the fuck we want to be as well, man. Beat Leeds. It's those games against that. Don't tell me. Did I just say thumbs down? Hold on. On the thumbs up. Why did I read that wrong? Alright, what's the table saying? 11th. Okay. Some little VAR check here. Already falling out of contention. That's lovely. Great, I'm excited. Probably got about 12 transfer offers in there that I'm not going to read. So there you go. Lost to Leicester, of course you did. Why would the simulation favour me? Like, why? It would never. It could never. 5-2 lost to Spurs, of course. They've got weakened again, but they're going to beat us. Lose to Newcastle, lose to United, go on. Yes! This is what I expect with a team this good. Lose to Burnley? Oh, come on, you love to see it. What about Bournemouth? Oh, okay, we beat them. That's not fun. Ah, there we go, back to loss. So, we're going to get sacked, probably. I'm not even sure why it's going wrong. 14th. Is there... Did I... Oh. That explains it all. Brennan Johnson's injured. That is a issue. If that's a long-term injury, that's a humongous issue. Torn hip flexor, of course it is. No wonder we're fucking stinking up the gaff, man. We've got no Brennan Johnson for another however long. Man, that's fucking pissed off me a little bit. I guess it's putting Harrison in his place, right? So, against Everton, 0-0 draw and a Spence red card. What are we doing, boys? We try to get me sacked because we're going the right way about it. You've player terminates contract. Oh no. Right, fine. All these. Right, okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. So Brendan Johnson could probably do better elsewhere, but he's currently injured, so he can't do better anywhere at the moment. Of course. The season that I'm ready to just go for it all is a season that we probably won't get anything. Maybe I'm rushing a little bit to get some of these done, but at the same time, like, I'm not doing anything wrong or bad. Niakite wants to move away. I don't blame him. We've just been dropped to the bench, but we've got better centre backs now in Cappy and Alvarez. Johnson's still injured. Oh, I'm so annoyed. At least we beat Palace. I think that Brennan Johnson injury is going to cost us this season. Genuinely. We've got Jack Harrison's backup, and we've got Dennis as well. If they ever want to switch that around. What are we saying? We shut the bed this year. We absolutely shut the bed this year. It always seems to be. I'm just going to say to the end of January. I don't really care about transfers as well, by the way. It always seems to be that when I'm thinking, oh, let's just go for this, it always seems to be, no, let's not go for this. Something's going to happen that makes it unable to be gone for, if that makes sense. Like I think, oh, this is going to be our time now. Let's go for Europa League. Let's go for something. Champions League maybe. There's always an injury. There's always some kind of hindrance to stop me from getting to that next level. I think we're in the Carabao Cup final at least, which is something. Or was that FA Cup? Fuck if I know. It's the Carabao Cup because we got Spurs in the final. Drew at Wolves. Yeah, I think this season's gonna be a bit of a write-off unless we can do something special in the other realms. Beat Brentford. We need Brennan Johnson back, really. Lost Liverpool. Yeah, I don't. This season's a write-off because injury to Brennan Johnson hasn't helped us. The thumbs down's there. Can I please scroll when I press RB? Thank you. Right, so let's see. Premier League 11th. Yeah, we ain't getting Europa League this year. And it's all because this game decided to injure my best player, which is fantastic. I love it when it does that. So let's just take a look at the other objectives. Fuck, I can't speak. So why is it weak then? Because I've not actually failed anything yet. In fact, if anything, I've done well. I've got the brand exposure done. Oh, I suppose I better do youth development. I'm going to fucking cry if I don't. Right, youth development. Search everywhere. I'm going to sign everybody until I get all the positions done. This is going to cry about it, right? I don't know if I'm going to stay in the job, that's the thing. Oh, this is going to be a long month. Right, so we got the Carabao Cup final first. Let's just do that on here. Can we actually win a trophy? Who have they got? They've actually got a better team than they did before. Bollocks. Okay. Neymar Jr. Yeah, we're washed. 4-3, of course. We just mate, it's got to that point where I kind of want to get it done, but at the same time, I've not done enough to do what I want. But also, when it's injuring my best player, there's nothing much I can do. Look at that schedule, man. Your player's injured or suspended in advance past the match. When the assistant manager, yes, that's fine. Just pull off something, lads, please. Oh, here we go. What's the mission screen? Yep. Cool. There you go. I'm guessing the next round is a semi-final against Spurs again. Alright, let's sim all the way here. If we're still on the job at this point. Hopefully we are. Beat Chelsea. Cool. Should beat Ghana. Should beat fucking whoever that is. Should beat Bournemouth. Arsenal. We lost to. Okay, we're not going to win every game. I get that. Spurs. Drew against. I'm guessing Brendan Johnson's back at this point, which is why the results have had a bit of an uptick. Lost to Leicester. I had to speak. Why do I like? Why is it when I speak? So, if I say I want to win, does the game actually hear me? Do you think? Because it just fucking ignores me usually. Right. Cool. Send everybody in. See if it fills up the quota. I'll sort it, mate. I mean, I won't. We aren't winning anything this year. Because, again, we'll just lose to Spurs because this game likes me to lose to Spurs. They have got a good team, but they've also got Dyer. So I'm hoping that will, you know, help us. Don't have enough. Who's injured now? Fuck me, man. Niakite. Wanted games, goes in the park, gets injured. What's the point? Right. Go, lads, please. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not? They've got Neymar fucking Jr. If my manager rating goes to the critical, I'm fighting someone. Right, we didn't win the FA Cup. I know that. Performance review meeting, cool. Sack me, please. I'm sick of this shit where I should be winning and I'm not. So, just sack me. Why has he not been loaned out? Did I not accept like a loan from him at the start of the season? Cool. Monthly scouting report. I'm at this point now. I'm not looking for all these fucking who's good and who's bad. Nicholas Pope. Nick Pope's son. In fact, no, I need to sign them all, don't I? Because the objective. Has that done it? Lovely. Right. Does that get my rating up? No, it doesn't. Cool. Didn't do the FA Cup, to be fair, so that probably makes sense. If I don't do the Europa League spot, which is looking very unlikely, considering there is 5 games left and we are a consider. Yeah, where can we finish realistically? 9th is going to be the highest we get. It's an L season. I'm just going to do it game by game in case I do get sacked. Player returns from injury. That's Niakite, innit? Niakate. Whatever. This team should be doing so much better, and the reason it hasn't is because of an injury to Brendan Johnson. There's nothing much I can do about that when injury fucking strikes. I could have signed a player, but I don't have any money. Greaves loan agreement. Are you going to go through this time, or is it just going to get rejected for no reason and never even tell me? Yukate transfer offer. We'll figure it out next year, alright? This year, we're just try to stay in a job. It always seems to be the same thing. We always end up having to try to stay in a job despite, like, it being out of my control. I can't complain, though, because these are the rules I set for myself. Watch us, for absolutely not a singular reason on planet Earth, lose to Norwich. Thank God. Gula winning it for us, and Nkapi getting sent off. What a legend. By legend, I mean fucking moron. Performance review, I think we're fine. I don't think we're going to get sacked. I think we've done enough to avoid that. I just wish, like, the board objectives were smart enough to kind of take a look at what's happening on the season. Like in the, I don't want to harken back to my Hartlepool one all the time, but in the Hartlepool one, I had Chelsea in the FA Cup, and because I didn't beat them, it's marked me down. Like, I wish it would take into account what opponents I have, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, then fair enough. But I think that makes sense. Yes, I know performance review. Fuck off. I'm trying to do the positive goals, but Brennan Johnson was injured for a good bit of the season, so that doesn't help. Apparently the game doesn't know that. We beat Newcastle at least. How many more games we got left? But I think this West Ham team will probably beat us. No. Now that we've got Brennan Johnson back, it's the 2 month injury. So that's about what, 8 to 10 games missed out. So say if we had those 8 to 10 games, I reckon we win 6 of them. And that probably puts us on 72, which would probably put us in a Champions League spot, Europa League spot. It would be 5th, just 1 point behind Chelsea. I reckon that's fair. I reckon that's correct. But we finished 9th this year because of injuries. And that, I hope, doesn't cost us our job. But I hope the game realises that there was other fucking situations as to why we didn't make, like, a better season out of that. And also, it has to be Spurs which knock us out of every competition every time, so maybe we'll just fucking raid them next year. Right, progress assessment. I know we didn't do anything financial. What was the financial objective? Oh, I did that, but it's not registered. No worries. Manager reward, done that. Nice. And loan agreement. Cool. Bet. Watch it get rejected somehow. Youth Academy thing. We don't need any of these players now. Although, if any of them are good, they're not. We've done the objective, so it's all that matters to me. Right. Well, see what I mean? Like, sometimes this game... Maybe I probably have over-rushed this 3rd season. I probably should have taken a bit more time, care, and attention over Season 3 here. But, at the same time, there's nothing much more I can do. Brennan Johnson had an injury, so that kind of wrote off our season. Oh, man. Well, the Leo loan's gone through. I'm just kind of letting this run down now. Niakate, we are going to let him go. But we're going to do it next season. I'm not going to do any transfers just now. I can't be bothered either. So for the end of the season, stop simulation. So we'll have a little gander over what happened. So this is what happened then. So in the end, it was the one by Spurs again, who looked weak at the start of the season, ended up winning the league. Fair enough. Liverpool, Manchester City, and Chelsea round out the top 4. Man United 5th, Arsenal 6th. As you can see, to read down, we are in 9th this season. It's not great, but I'm putting it down to one of our main players having I think it's a 5-month injury, a torn hip flexor. So we'll go with that. Bournemouth, Burnley, Norwich go down. Maybe I'll poach some of their players if they signed anyone special. I know they've got Ekitike, but I don't know how good he is now in FIFA. And we've got Tammy. If he's done good, then that's fine. Manchester City beat Tottenham Hotspur for the FA Cup again. I'm pretty sure that was the same result last year. We lost to Spurs in the Carabao Cup final. Super Cup was won by by Leipzig, I should say, sorry, over Bayern Munich on penalties after a 2-2 draw. Champions League was won by Barcelona over Fiorentina. Fair enough, lads. The Europa League was won by Borussia Dortmund over Bayern Munich, and the Conference League was won by Inter over Stade Rennais. Now taking a look at the squad hub. This is how the team looks after 3 seasons. The most appearances were from Arda Güler, who is cooking with gas now, and I'm really glad he is because he was the main one that I wanted to build this behind. I don't know how much more he's got before his potential's hit, which is kind of annoying. I was hoping he'd get to a higher potential. His potential in game's 86, so if it maxes out 84, I'm going to be a little pissed, but what can you do? Brennan Johnson looking fantastic as well. So let's take a look then, like I said, at the stats. Goals coming from Tammy Abraham, 18 goals from him, 18 from Dennis as well. A great backup striker, 10 from Güler, 9 from Johnson, despite being injured for quite a bit of the season. Still made 30 appearances as well. Harvey Barnes with 8, not too bad as well. And then there's the rest of the goal scorers from the team. As for assists, Arda Güler, top assist with 9, Lodi with 5, Mangala with 5, Barnes with 5, Furley with 4, and then the rest of the suspects here with their assists. And loan growth, I guess I just want to look at everyone's growth, overall growth now. In terms of position, we'll just go in order. So this is how the team is looking now. Some will probably decline a bit. We may need to make a few more changes as we go through. But at the moment, I'm happy with this. It really depends on how much money we get next year. I'm going to go into the next season and we'll see how much money we get. And of course, you can suggest players accordingly. We'll leave it for today, of course. We'll do 3 seasons at a time. I did rush this one a little bit, but I do want to, or I do need to get going, not want to. I thought I had more time than I did. But also, I'm kind of just, I felt like we had the components there to do it, to get a Europa League spot at least. However, injury to Brennan Johnson, unfortunately, made it a bit more difficult and it didn't work out for this season. But I'm happy to go again next season and see what we're doing for that. So, for now, we're going to leave it there. Let's get through. Actually, we'll need to check the Prem stats. Hold on. I want to see if any Forest players are up here. Nope. Jonathan David, top scorer for Spurs at 29. Kane and Haaland equal. Our highest player was Tammy Abraham on 15. In terms of assists, it was Rashford for United. Neymar for Spurs. That's still fucking mental, man. We didn't get anyone in there. And then clean sheets. Henderson got 7, which ain't bad. But we may need to, depending on the money, we may need to get some different moves in here because I do like this team, but we absolutely next year need a centre mid. I think centre mid is the absolute definite next year. So if you want to leave your suggestions for a centre mid in the comments too, that's absolutely fine. We will keep on to our job. They're not fantastically happy with us, but I can't really injure. I can injure people. I'll injure the board, but I can't really control injuries. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's a reason why we haven't done as well, and that is because one of our best players was injured. So, 9th in the league, semi-finals in the FA Cup, runner-up in the Carabao, and the last thing, I don't remember what it was. It was the pre-season tournament. Nobody cares either. Mighton has hit his potential. Niakate, or Niakate even, has reached his. I can't wait till we sell him, so I have to say his name anymore. We do need, right, so main signings next year, depending on the money we have, we'll adjust accordingly, but main signings next year, backup centre-back and a main centre-mid. I'm thinking of somebody for the centre-mid, but I don't know if it's going to be a great idea. Depending on the cash, I was going to go for Conor Gallagher, but I don't know if we should. He's a solid player in FIFA. I know he's not the greatest in real life, but he's a solid player in FIFA. Decent rating, decent potential. Or maybe we could go for somebody else. We'll pick the trophy. And we'll advance to see how much money we got. And from then on out, we're going to figure out what we want to do. So, Niakate transfer offer, we'll answer these next time. And we've got 86 million this year. So that is the cash we've got to spend. So any ideas for 86 million, then you're more than welcome to leave them. But the bench is solid. The bench is fine, I think. I would like to maybe upgrade on one of the winger, well, the backup winger maybe. I don't know. Maybe Harrison isn't good enough. The depth is fine. Maybe give more of a chance to Ojeda as well. He seems to be going okay. Right, but that's the team. Any improvements, more than welcome. I don't really know. Brennan Johnson's definitely a star man, 5 star, 5 star, working fantastically off the right hand side. He ain't going nowhere, and I'm just thinking, what do we do next? So leave it there for now. 86 million to spend. Objectives, they'll want either European or Champions League, surely. They'll have, I mean, it should be doing that. Sign one crucial first team player to a forward position. We'll probably need to try and do that. I don't really want to, but we might do a regen for that one. Sign the players who've done that. The streak of away goals again is fine. Financially, we need to sign two crucial players and make a profit of 43 million. We'll try. And they want Champions League and FA Cup win, which will absolutely, if we get the right signings, we will do. Um, but I will figure out who I want to sign next. There is one man I'm thinking of, and we're just going to have a little look. We're not going to say it right now. We go for him. We're just going to have a little look and see what he's doing in career mode. He's a solid option, if nothing else. Quite a bit of dosh, but we'll put him on the list. But there's also another one I was thinking, and his name has forgotten me just now, or escaped me just now. Who was it? Oh my god, this is gonna piss me off. He's 28 actually. Maybe we won't go for that. Try to look for someone a bit younger. Although I do want someone with a good rating to kind of push us up the next level. Try to think. I don't want to spend all my money on this, by the way. I need some depth as well. But we're just thinking. Centre mid's the main spot. What about this? He might cost a lot if he's at a club. That's the only issue. I'm looking for Luka Modric's regen for anyone who's not figured that bit out yet. Because he will have retired at this point. Or we go for Batarina, although he is a bit younger. Is it Laser Jovanovic, maybe? Savka Nezovic. He was in there. Other one. Hartlepool one. Doesn't have a potential tag. Also doesn't have a potential tag. I don't know which one it is. I was thinking of Modric regen. We'll do a little bit more investigation into that next time. There was one other player I was thinking of, and I really can't think of who it is right now. I can. There he is. It's come back to me. How good is he at this point? 83. It's a bit of a risk, actually. He's at City as well. We'll put him on the short list. But Gallagher's a good one, in my opinion. We need someone who's decently rated. Worth, well, in that bracket of 80 odd million. I'm just going to do a quick Premier League. I know I should be going, but I'm going to do a quick Premier League scour first. We've got plenty of cash to spend. The main, I know it says it wants a forward position to be signed, but the main bulk of this money will be spent on a centre mid. Enzo isn't absolutely happening at all. Guendouzi, maybe not. Guimaraes, maybe not. Kone, that's a fucking shout. Enzo. Castle's at Wolves now. Mishu's at Chelsea. I suppose it's Sunderland in real life not long ago. I suppose that was a loan deal, wasn't it? Taram, maybe. Veerman looks alright. I'm just having a look. I'm not gonna sign anyone just now. These are my own ideas. You're more than welcome to leave ideas and plans in the comments, Twitch chat, wherever. Message me if you have to. If you got me on Discord, then you're more than welcome to. If you haven't got me on Discord, ask me it. I kind of want to sign him just for his name, but we need to do this seriously. Emerick Depuse. Come on. I remembered who it was I was wanting to look at as well now. There's another one, and I remember his name now. It wasn't Ezequiel Palacios or Inahi. They're not bad options. It's definitely not Pedri. Renato Sanchez would have been good back in the day. Joe Willock wouldn't be bad. Zaire Emery reviews before. We know he's good, but we need somebody now rather than somebody for the future. Willock wouldn't be a bad signing, but I've remembered who I wanted to not sign, but definitely was one in the plans. He says he's a cam, but could he drop back to centre mid, do you reckon? Hold on, let's VAR this. Has he got centre mid as one of his positions? He does. We could drop him back. He's a bit of an all-rounder, really. So we'll keep an eye on him. So we've got a couple of options there. Let's just clear off the centre backs for now. We don't need them at the moment. In fact, let's clear this whole list up a bit. Don't need any of these really now, do we? This is kind of the list I've got at the moment. I'm not really sure who to go for out of this. These are my personal picks I would possibly go for. But we will VAR it next time. I'm going to head off for this one. It's been a good rebuild. It's been a fun one so far. But the third season just there knocked a bit of stuffing out of me. Ultimately, it's not great because we didn't get any Europe again. But at the same time, we couldn't do much because of Brendan Johnson's injury, which did not help proceedings at all. This team is very good. I need to get Spence growing a little bit faster, actually. So if we can get that sorted, that would be class. If we can't get him going any faster, we can always... I think we might need to cash in on him. Perhaps. What's his worth? Maybe get another right back in, perhaps. But yeah, I didn't realise he'd hit his potential, which is kind of annoying. I thought he might have a bit more in him, but maybe not. So we'll figure all this out next time. But ultimately, at the moment, that's how our team's looking. Guler is probably on the verge of hitting his potential, which is kind of annoying, but he's still good. We're going to go advanced playmaker, actually. We'll get that weak foot up before he hits his potential. He'll still have plenty of room to grow, I think, as well. But that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Forest rebuild so far. Like I said, we'll try and get Europe next time. No promises, but we'll give it the best we can. And so you can leave your suggestions as well. Just one quick thing. Leave suggestions on who you think should come in. I think it has to be a centre midfielder personally. But you guys leave who you want, and I will definitely at the very least, I will take a look at them. I probably won't necessarily sign them if I don't think they're going to fit the squad, but definitely take a look at them. The other player I want to try and get the most out of before he hits his potential is Piero Incapi. I want to see if we can get a bit more out of him on his stats as well, so we'll do that, and we'll see how we go. But next time we'll be back with this I don't know when we'll be next back with this. Depending on how this week goes, because I may have work one day this week, whether it be tomorrow, whether it be Friday, I don't know. I definitely am working on Sunday. So Thursday, possibly career mode tomorrow, if I can be bothered. If not, then maybe I'll just do the second part of this. Friday is going to be predictions for Payback. Saturday, no stream probably. I'm going to be out during the day, and then I'm going to be out at night, so it's going to be a long day again. And Sunday, like I said, I'm working, so maybe Monday that we come back to this. I don't know, but definitely we'll be coming back to this because this is a good, fun project, and I've really enjoyed it so far. We'll save over so I don't lose any progression as well. Ultimately, that's where it's going to be for now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Nottingham Forest rebuild so far, and I will see you next time when I do anything on the channel. But if you're back for this Forest rebuild, it could be next week. It probably will be next week. But you guys have enjoyed, and before we go, actually, I want to see what the transfers are looking like so far. There hasn't been any. What? Then why is Basuma there? Basuma was the one that kind of got me to have a look at that. Oh, whoa. All right. Come on, mate. Skriniar for 38 million. Fucking hell. I thought I said Maguire. That's a Ugarte for 40 million. Fuck me. That's a class move. If I'd thought about it, I might have gone for him. But anyway, we'll continue next time. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and peace.